manage spells, and then it should tell you. So it tells you have 4 cantrips and 3, and then these are all your spells that you know.
Yes, I can.
And you just
I can add. Yeah, excellent. Thank you very much.
And then once you pick them, they'll just add it to your action tab, and then it'll tell you what you roll and all that stuff. And
this is lovely.
I know, right? The future. I can use this a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I help this up?
Just 1 second.
How many cantrips can I have?
2.
well, it depends on.
At the moment, yeah.
Cantrips known 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Is it the sorcerer or the warlock that gets more cantrips?
I've got
The
4,
warlock.
so.
Well, that's pretty good.
Warlock also gets quite a few.
Warlock has Eldritch Blast, so they don't need any other cantrips. Most
Yeah,
ridiculously
the
OP cantrip ever.
See, so at second level, I choose my thingamajig and I chose the stars. So it says, so basically I get a map. At
Sorry,
second
what do you
level.
mean? The circle of the moon you chose, yeah?
Stars. It's
So there's land and moon?
no, it's a different book.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the,
I remember you saying.
1 second.
No, that's fine. I mean, I don't have the other books. So.
Okay.
Eberron? Is it?
It
Well, that's
says
Lace.
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
That's a good one.
So I have a map, and while holding this map, you have these benefits. You know the guidance cantrip. Is that on top of my 2 cantrips?
Yeah, that's not going to take up one of the cantrips you pick.
Cool.
Usually when, like, you get one through a...
Yeah. So like if
through
I
kind
have,
of a
because I
feature.
can lose the map, for example. So like if I don't have the map, then I wouldn't have the cantrip, right? Okay. Cool. Just
Yeah, I'd say so
checking.
anyway. That's my interpretation. Andrews, do you have that new personality?
No, give me a second.
You don't have a personality yet, but
Not
in a
at
minute.
all. Not at all.
In a minute.
Just a placeholder.
Just a blank face.
If anyone,
Does the DM want to know what weapons I have?
the DM would love. In fact, the DM would love a link to everyone's character sheet or a peek. Yeah. So maybe send a link to the group if that's a thing that's possible from
It is.
this incredible magical website. And yeah, any backstory either if you can show me or send it. That would be grand.
Annoyingly, this doesn't allow me to be a sorcerer with a wild magic thingy background.
What?
Yeah, it only
That's
has a
crazy.
draconic.
So I think you can add custom backgrounds and
Right.
stuff. It says it somewhere where it just says.
Yeah, so it's, yeah, so that would be probably other class. Yeah, so sorcerer's origin, and it says if I want the full range, I have to go to the marketplace, which I think wants money from me. $29
Nope.
$29 to be able to
for
say
an amazing tool.
To do what?
Can you believe they want you to pay for their product?
Shocking,
Disgusting.
shocking.
Oh, is that just the starter edition with no player's handbook in it?
Yeah, so like I was just trying to add the like wild magic sorcerer's origin, and they don't have it.
Oh, it's in the player's handbook though, no?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is a basic thing. So
Oh, Thean's got he's got the player's handbook basic stuff in. He shared a link with us. So if you use that link, you could be.
oh, so is it like do I need to like add like a source? Because like
If there's a
there are,
link,
like
you
things in there.
Go back up.
Yeah.
I think in description you can add. You've already done the
might
criminal
have
spy.
Yeah, so that is under sorcerer because it's the sorcerer's origin. So yeah, so there should be another option under here, which is the wild magic.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I think
So,
so you have to
yeah.
buy.
I'll just I'll just ignore the draconic stuff on there.
I can't remember how to actually share character sheets.
So
And
I can have, sorry, just double checking. I can have 8 spells, but I can prepare my. Is it 8 spells?
8 spells.
So you know.
Sorry, it's no 5. So it's my
Oh,
wisdom
you include
modifier.
your 2 cantrips.
No. My wisdom
Oh.
modifier plus my druid level.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
At
Yeah,
every
that's
rest, you pick 5 off the mastered list, and then you can cast up to 3 of them daily. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've got 5, and I can prepare 3. Okay, cool.
Thank you, James.
So-
What's AM and NM?
Oh, so I've got a second money pouch. This is my mugger money. It sits on a prominent coin pouch on my belt and is mostly full of coppers. And this is my actual money that remains hidden on me.
Tricky.
And it contains. Yeah.
Tricky.
This guy, you can tell this guy's a bard.
Oh shit! I never rolled for money.
You get some money from your background and background,
Is
though,
it fixed?
Yeah.
Yes, I think
Oh,
so.
is it?
I think it's something like
Yeah, I had something.
10 or 20.
Yeah, I think I had like 15
In
gold
which
pieces.
I
or
got
something.
10 because I'm poor.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm not done yet.
I don't even think I have 10.
Yes, it will make it. Yeah, I wish I could have a copy of it, but we don't really have a full copy.
Yeah, I've linked my character sheet.
Yeah, maybe I'll just.
So I don't know if I had like a document mode that basically did sort of document scanning type thing. Very cool.
oh, that's right. 15
Maybe
gold
That's-
piece.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is good.
Fortunately, my inventory is written in the tiniest scroll that probably is not.
You need to put up on there.
Uh,
This is what. people are
D&D
doing.
Beyond. Oh yeah, but my race isn't on. You have to buy all the books individually.
Or you can just can't you like free write or whatever?
No.
Free write.
You can make a customized thing that basically you input all of it.
Oh.
So it's like a way around not buying it. But I think if you do that, it doesn't do all of like the smart addition maps and like all the background stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
that's
like
fair, you know.
That's okay. I don't mind the links. Okay. I don't want this.
what race are you?
Satyr.
Oh, it's the weird goat people.
Yeah, from the somethings of Thilios or whatever. Yeah. Oh, I think Kieran was saying you can buy them piecemeal, can't you? You can buy like races and classes.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think I purchased just like there's a race bundle you can buy and a class bundle. I just bought that.
Oh, I could do that then.
Wait, D&D has DLCs now?
Yeah. Oh, well, the DLC is you have to buy your book again at the full RRP online to use D&D Beyond. So to get the entry level, you have to buy the player's handbook again.
Wow.
Yeah. This is why I've started
Ridiculous.
buying like independent RPGs where the books cost you £10 and you've got the entire system in
Yeah.
one book.
It really is pretty pretty mean.
Shit. Yeah.
I don't think I actually gave myself a background. Oh, I did. I'm a folk hero.
Of course.
That's what I
Okay,
got as well.
so I have 5 spells, and I can prepare 3 each day, except for guiding bolt that I always have. Basically.
Excellent. Do.
Cool.
Yes, we're friends. Yes.
Best friends.
Friends.
Hello.
Well, when everyone's feeling ready, we can
Do you
start.
join in the game?
He cannot. His
I'm just
position is
gonna
strategically.
try
You may
share
10 past, I think.
You're trying so hard. Quite cute. No.
No.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh
just
no!
wanted
Oh,
to-
it will work. It will work.
To keep before we start.
Of course. For pre-game piss, everyone.
Very generous.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit slow to start, but
Don't worry about it.
That's right. Don't slow anymore.
I don't think Dom actually is though. I'm pretty sure he can move 30 feet.
Oh, you did it. Right. Yes,
Dog in the
excellent.
garden.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No. Okay. Guess so. Yes. Are you Oriana? Are you my character?
oh, I see. Somehow
Yeah.
Somehow,
It has
somewhere,
happened.
huh?
It has happened.
Somehow, you use those puppies to your advantage and you roll high
Yes.
enough.
Do
Andres.
you have my dice back?
Yes, very good.
Oh my god. I'm losing some. Huh?
Yeah, you see their owners don't brush him.
Just leave us alone. I've not got a brush yet.
It's okay.
I will one day.
He's happy anyway. Look at
He
him.
doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, they struck me. Struck me.
He's so cute, my god. Everybody was looking at him when we were out on the walk.
People love him.
Yeah, as they should.
Do you want some white wine, Eva?
Oh yes, that would be lovely actually. Also have a cider with me. Maybe I should put it in the fridge. Or something.
Yeah, do you want me to do that?
Yeah, that would be great. It's just in the bag. Yeah. Just,
All
yeah.
the dice.
Yes,
I'm
hello.
gonna go for a white for her.
Yes, it did.
It starts a little bit what the fuck, but it's gonna come in.
I
That's
have
my kind of
lost. I have lost.
Andres, glass of wine?
Oh yes, definitely.
White.
Yeah.
But organic. So
Organic
I
wine.
literally have this bag that I've not even opened up the things because I was like,
How many dice have you got?
too many. Some of them are quite nice.
Oh, I've
And
tried
his
my-
brother wanted to gift him freaking more dice for
Yeah.
Christmas, I swear.
There's so many of them in here.
It's like a family problem.
I think it's because that we had like one session that no one brought any dice. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy all the dice, and then people are gonna like.
I guess I'll be playing like this.
What's this? Shrek green. Actually, that's kind of like your colours.
No,
Where's
more
mine?
of that.
You just want to sit in front of people.
I don't even know whether that's a sentiment or something. That
Sit
doesn't
sit
look
on
like
the-
something.
there, like a person.
They weighted. They metal.
The metal. Ooh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
yeah, it's just organic, but it's box wine, but it's
Ooh,
organic. So
that's
like
nice.
it levels out to good wine.
Yeah.
Back again.
What does it mean that something's organic?
That like the field that the grapes are grown in is untreated with pesticides. right?
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so it usually has a
super
bit
rare,
more of
yeah.
like an unfiltered taste. There's some like really nice organic vineyards in Catalonia, and if you see Catalan organic wine on a menu, go for it because it's
Yeah.
delicious. But this one just is just like a Waitrose own organic
Nice.
box wine, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah. It's like not too dry. Like it's it's a little bit sweet. I like sweet. Sweet wines.
Of course I'm hungry.
Ooh, nice.
Do you mind if I steal that for a second? Or
No, please, go
Is
ahead.
it a player's handbook? We have another one here.
Oh shit. Nice.
One Imran. Andale. Vámonos.
Can we operate on trade secrets until the warehouse that is holding cursed Strahd front screens
I can't do it
decides
anyway
to...
without like seriously concentrating on it.
Oh, I
right,
have
it
to
will
like...
become obvious.
I'm gonna write notes here though.
How do you
Yeah,
know
they're,
read your
they're
writing?
stuck at the warehouse.
Close your eyes, James. The
Just
whole
play with your eyes
session.
closed. Can't you read with your eyes closed from your own character sheet?
So I only have dog models, so this is my character, okay? This is the only one I can bring.
Druid.
But I'm a druid. I'm not a dog, but
Oh my
and I don't
god.
turn into a dog. But
Yes. I didn't think about maps, but we will need one.
It even has a bum harness.
There, can you
of
maybe
course,
clear-
come on, he's ready.
Well prepared.
Yeah, got a little pouch, some vials, a map. See that?
Did you paint it yourself?
Yes,
Nice.
the only one I painted. All the other ones are unpainted.
Is he only worthy? Oh.
Have that?
Oh,
There's more side space.
Iranian.
Oh, they're all
Side
dogs?
space should be
Yeah.
there.
like I said, I only have dog models.
What was that for? Or was it just like?
It's Dungeons and Doggies. It's just like a.
Is there a pug model?
Yeah,
There's
one of
a
those,
French
yeah.
bulldog.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
There's two boxes,
favorite.
so I don't remember all
They're
of them. But
Oh.
this is just one box. So there's another
Did you work
one.
out which pens were good for the mat?
No, that's what I was about to
Yeah.
try. These are these, but with wet wipe.
Oh, it's a French bulldog. That's good enough. Nice.
Well, there's another box. There might be a plug. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, volume
They're
2.
on the back of it. You can see them properly.
Oh yeah.
They're very cute.
Pop the pencils and stuff down there and just steps.
What you need is like a screen there, and then Mark can have the laptop there and display the map on the screen.
Christ. What sort of budget do you have for this adventure?
I mean, you've got a screen there. You could just.
No, yeah, this isn't gonna go, but...
It's
Oh,
fine.
no, this is
Hopefully
done in the wrong
it
pen.
is.
What I'm saying is, could you work out whether they're the
Yeah,
pens
yeah,
that
yeah,
you-
so this is what I was gonna do.
I wouldn't do it in black though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it in a yellow or.
I just don't want it to be too light, because then we'll be
Brown?
under... I'll do it in black, but I'll do it in a corner.
Oh.
And it stayed there forever.
You
What
think...
about you for drying it, right? You wipe it while the solvents are active. It'll just wipe it off,
Did you call it
Pen
solvents?
engineer over
Solvents.
here.
no? Right? That's why when you snip it there and it make you high.
Oh, well, I didn't do that when I was a kid.
What?
You can do it now. It's not
In markers?
Why wait? I mean, it comes off, but it leaves that mark, yeah.
That's right. We can go over with some now. Polish remover or something.
Yeah. We'll get a deep clean every so often, but... Look, we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that there's all sorts of fun now.
There are all these little
mean,
It'll be
square
better
things.
than nothing.
I can't see it from here, so. It's
Oh,
not
good.
that
Excellent.
obvious.
You're playing the James way.
Maybe I dreamt it, but I think if you use like a non-permanent marker on top of it, then you can remove it.
Yeah.
Ah.
If you
Not a
spill.
pen engineer. Where's all the knowledge come from today?
It's the solvent in the ink when it's wet. It reactivates the
Right, yeah,
dry
yeah,
ink
yeah.
and you can lift it.
Yeah. Or you can
Cheers.
spill red wine all over it. Settle.
Yeah.
You've got
It's
a-
the solvent in the red wine. Okay. Are people ready?
Yes.
Yes.
You get drunk off pure alcohol fume. Like if you just had a glass of wine and just kept sniffing it and sipping it.
Well, actually, those are. I think
I'm
sure the
you
Chilean
would be
man
along
will
with
know.
an answer.
no, there's a Chilean thing that you can do.
A desert.
It is. You put like alcohol in a bottle, right? And then you make a hole to put like your joint there, and so you get high with the alcohol fumes as well. Makes you lightheaded as it makes you high. It's called Diablito.
Tiny devil.
Isn't is that a blito?
Ito.
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 Not Diablo.
Diablo's
Diablo's
devil.
Yeah. And
So
since you
Diablito.
carry your Wawa around with you, you always have a bottle available for that. So your
I
Wawa,
don't know if they know about the Wawa.
the Wawa evolves into a Diablito later in the night. The Wawa, the Wawa is just like the communal, like plastic bottle that has the mix.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, I knew I hadn't heard
I
about it.
thought Wawa's was the coffee shop from America.
No, the thing is, Wawa in Chilean Spanish means baby. And since you carry it around the night,
Because it goes wow wow.
Yeah, exactly. Onomatopoeia, yeah.
It's a very complex language.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Takes decades
The
to
Wawa,
master.
the woof woof.
The choo choo.
I'll be so good at Chile.
Got it now.
So does everyone know where we start? It suggested one start in the player primer, and I just assumed we're going with that start.
I thought we were in the carriage. You wanted to put us in the carriage.
yeah.
Yeah, we were in
You are
a
in
caravan.
carriage, yes.
Yep.
But I was on the high road walking because I didn't want to get in the carriage with the Birdman. But now the Birdman's not here, so I probably would get in the carriage.
Of
That's
course.
fair.
Where is the carriage?
So
Ah.
you're in traveling along the misty forest, and you're going toward Daggerford. And this is your last day of travel. The carriage driver, sure. Mandy Tea Leaves heals a lightly armored horse, signaling the end of the day's travels. And you can see the sun setting, and there's, you know, a clearing, so it seems like a good spot to stop, stretch out, and have some dinner, maybe. So she's lighting a fire and you know, setting up camp, and you guys are there. You've been traveling together for a couple of days, but
I would help the carriage driver make the fire.
that's very kind.
Are you not our carriage driver in the end?
Hmm?
Were you not supposed to be our carriage driver in the end?
Oh, I was yeah.
You've been dethroned.
By Tilly, no.
It's okay.
No, it's
You
because
can
I
have
had a mule and a cart that I
You would
carried.
be following the...
Yeah. I'm part of the
Okay.
caravan. Yeah.
Cool. So,
Also, can I have an empty sheet of paper?
Can I also have an
Oh my god,
And
we all
me.
need.
Can I have a roast dinner?
yeah.
I'm alright now, I was just kidding.
Okay, cool.
I'm-
I was like, I can offer you sheet of paper, not roast dinner, I'm afraid. My level of DM preparedness does not stretch to roast dinner. But I am having dinner. Great, well,
Alright, what can you tell us about the place we're headed towards?
well, it's Daggerford, so...
We're heading past Daggerford to Waterdeep or something.
No, you're heading to Daggerford
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. That's the next big town you'll encounter. So, I guess, James, if you don't mind, I did not prepare a lot about Daggerford.
As in character, character?
Sure, yeah. Does anyone have any in-character knowledge about it? Would your character?
Yes. Well, I go from Daggerford. Daggerford sucks. Worst. It is a small little shithole constantly raided by the goblin folk.
Why are we going there again?
To sell our wares to the sucky people of Daggerford, I will be remaining in cards. Nothing of this endeavour.
Everyone can come up with their story as to why they're going to Daggerford. It just happens. It was in the player primer that's like.
I will not be telling you. I had secret reasons for being here. But it is the worst, and I do not intend to return after this time.
Well, it's a shame. Daggerford's a nice place. Mum's there from Sina brought us some flowers.
As Dom lifts up a dead dandelion.
Died on the journey, but it's the gesture, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure your mother's a wonderful person. It's such a shame she lives in the nasty hellhole that is Daggerford.
Hellhole? What's that?
It's like a hole full of hell.
I've heard hell's a bad place.
It is, yeah. You be good, eat your greens.
Oh.
Not those greens, they for your mom.
Oh.
But otherwise, you will end up in hell.
Right, I don't want to be there, so yeah. Good chat. Thank you.
That it depends entirely on you, my boy. The best horse in the entire continent found in that city.
Horse?
Yes.
Horse or horse?
No, horse.
Oh.
That's what Don was saying as well, wasn't it? That was his story.
Was he fucking a horse?
What? Well, I don't know how to do that.
Looking at the size of him, I bet he could.
Christ, I think it took 2 minutes to get to horse fucking. I bet it took 8 minutes.
It's an icebreaker.
There's no ice here.
Are we
Miles
setting up
down.
camp?
Yeah.
Miles down.
Mandy's just like she's a halfling. She's yay high, and she's just going around with all of her knapsacks and things, picking up some wood, setting up a fire, taking like some
Dom would have
magic matches.
found
whatever.
like unwieldy amount of wood and carried it to help.
Or rocks.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's
That's alright.
it's an alright amount of wood. Thank you very much.
I'm setting up my teapot to make tea for everybody.
Oh, how kind.
Very nice.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna look around. I have to dump a wet lock on my way. I'm gonna explore the surroundings.
Okay, cool.
From the comfort of an outdoor toilet, or just
Oh yes, I'll get
a cover story.
a good
Holy
viewpoint.
shit, I always lie about my scouting.
Oh no, very honest. I'll do both.
Simultaneously.
That's all the scouting I'm gonna do. Just squat down and look around.
A survival roll for like, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just looking around?
I'm just looking to see if the place looks safe, really.
Okay, yeah.
We're setting camp.
You can either do it with survival or perception, whatever you prefer.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for perception, and that's passive or insight. I don't know what the difference is.
It's wisdom plus proficiency plus wisdom modifier. So wisdom modifier
That
plus.
would be your passive, though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
just
these are
roll
actively
and
looking.
add.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
So-
proficient in it?
No, not all.
So then you just roll and add your wisdom.
Yeah.
Modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, yeah.
I got a 3.
And do you have any wisdom to add to that?
No, I've got a 0.
Fantastic.
It's a very
yeah,
destructive
no,
shit.
it's-
Yeah.
All right.
You look around, but you see a particularly interesting butterfly, so you just sort of like.
As I
Dom
see
also
that,
noticed the butterfly.
as I see that he is just staring at a butterfly rather than checking if it's safe,
I'm taking
I
a
would
shit.
like to do a perception check.
Okay, but we can't stack everyone. Yeah, okay, I'll allow one more, that's fair.
A 6.
Plus 5, 11.
Yeah, the place looks safe. You can hear like a brook at a distance and some sort of general scurrying, but nothing seems like uncanny. Exactly what you'd expect for this kind of.
What's the weather like? Is it misty? Is it rainy?
It's a quite clear day.
Okay.
Like I said, you can see the sun setting
Okay,
on the west. So you're pretty it's nice and mild temperature. A bit like bombing like tonight.
Yes.
As I did several making perception checks, I'm just like tuning my lute to make it like more difficult.
Dom is absolutely mesmerized.
Would you like some kind of prop?
No.
You know what? I used to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Drums.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, you look like a drummer. No.
I was drummer.
Yeah.
Dot's banging the floor.
Falcon lets out a thunderous fart.
Roll a performance check.
For the fart?
Yeah.
It's not follow through. Yeah. You didn't find that toilet. You rolled a 3, right? So it's
It's actually it's the campfire. Yeah.
And what's
I'll be just kind of like
Oriana doing?
I'll be just kind of like setting up my camp just kind of a little bit at the distance because like I don't trust.
Are you making
people.
your own campfire?
Well, no, just like no, just kind of like my
Okay.
my bed and everything, not an entire.
you're there like knocking
But yeah,
steel
just
together.
kind
And
of
Electrical radiator.
I come with a dog,
Excellent.
just like a druid.
You see that Mandy knocks together one of these sort of set up over fire cooking things and skins some rabbits and starts putting them in for a bit of a rabbit stew for the evening. She's been making dinner every night and it's been fantastic. So
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm gonna marry
it's
her.
just like this is the last night, so we're having a bit of an everything in rabbit stew. You just put in whatever random like leftover
Magic
vegetables.
mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms, whatever. She's like grabs some
No, the
meat on
mushrooms.
floor.
Mushrooms are for fuzz over here.
Oh yeah, she checks you have a mushroom for
For
fuzz.
fuzz.
So everyone settles down for the meal. I'm going to regale them with a tale of a marvellous.
Do that song
meal.
again. You know the one. I did the other night.
Oh, this is a better one. This is about
Better
a
one.
delicious meal and a terrible were creature.
Am I the one creature?
Not yet, Don. No. Dinner, Batman. Dinner, Batman. And it goes on like this for 45 minutes.
My
Does
god.
anyone interrupt him?
Dom would have interrupted. Don't like bats.
No.
Change it.
A bat flies overhead.
Dom scurries and
Right, yeah, I just continue. But it's Ratman, Patman, whatever doesn't scare Dom.
whatever has wings.
Dom every time that he says it has to think for like a good 5 seconds to think if that creature has wings. It's like
It's a
Ratman.
very simple flowchart in his brain.
Rat.
No. No. Batman, okay.
But he was struggling to keep up at one point.
I guess we're just eating in silence.
In real life. Yeah, to the beautiful. Oh, great. Well, yeah, you guys are eating the very delicious rabbit stew. Yeah.
Oh, I want some.
And yeah, night draws and everyone sits up to sleep. Do you want? Mandy asks, shall we take turns watching or shall we just go off? We're right
I'll
here.
take
It's a
first
pretty
watch.
safe road.
All right. In that case, I'm off to sleep.
Are you sure you want
Okay.
first watch?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go to sleep.
Tuck fuzz in.
So do you have an order that you agree to do watching?
Is that
or-
Yeah,
one
maybe
go
that's-
second?
Oh, I can go second. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go for that.
Can I just have, reminders of character names? Cass, you are
Sorara, Sora for short.
Sura? That's gonna not get confusing with Sura. You're taking second watch, so you
Yeah.
are
Falcron.
Aldrin.
Falcron.
Falcron. I'm so fucking down.
Falkrunn.
Like
Silent.
Falcon, but
F-A-L-K-R.
R-R-I-G-N.
What? No, it's Falkrunn.
UN, thank you. Who goes next?
I'll go. Yeah, Oriana.
I had a character called Ariana.
And then after you two.
I mean, I think 3 watches might be just enough, no?
If everyone's getting enough sleep that way, yeah. Let's see you sleep for 10 hours of
Oh,
sleep
wow.
time. So
So 3 hours each, pretty much.
yeah,
Okay.
3 hours each. Sleep.
So for me, it's 10 hours.
Well rested.
Fuzz and I get 10 hours.
Perfect. Mandy says, whoever's Ariana, just wake me up and I'll start getting some breakfast on the go with whatever's left of this.
My God,
good.
that woman.
Magical chicken eggs. I should familiarize myself with more creatures. just having magic rabbit and magic chicken.
Just add magic in front of any animal. And
Or
that'll be
like
fine.
chickeness.
Oh, you
Doesn't
that.
sound right. No one wants to eat that.
Yeah, portmanteau, chicken.
Yeah. I don't know. Excellent. Okay, Cass, will you do me a roll for your watch perception roll, please?
15.
Great, perfect. Your watch passes uneventfully. You stare at the stars and.
Oh, I'm
the day ahead.
thinking about the stars. Yay.
Ah,
See something, I'm sure.
you
Fuck
see that you're just feeling good and contented about that.
Fuck yeah,
It's
let's
good.
go.
It was a good day.
Nice.
you know?
International Space Station going over.
Fulcrum?
All right. Roll a natural 20. Let's see it. Oh, it's a 19 actually.
Very
Damn.
nice, very nice.
That was close. Okay.
Yes, you have a great watch, you have a good time, you have a bit more of the rabbit stew, that's a bit
Yeah.
and have a nice 3 hours, and then you go and get Oriana to do her watch.
Okay, let's do it. See. Ooh, it's a 5.
And what do you have any?
No.
Sorry, I'm gonna
No, for
ask.
perception.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, yeah. It's it's absolutely fine. You're just there, sort of staring into space, kind of getting lost in thought a little bit, and then you go to sleep. All right, it's morning. But you wake up feeling kind of weird. Actually, you're looking around and it's all very weird. The horse and cart is gone.
What?
The mule is gone.
My mule is gone?
Mandy's gone.
Fucking
The
hell.
campfire is gone.
Oh.
Your stuff is all gone.
Wait.
You have nothing but whatever you slept with on you. And you're in the exact same clearing. But there's a thick, heavy fog
Oh no.
almost like walling in all around you.
What the hell?
Well, This ain't natural.
I'm just checking. What does detect magic do?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Dom, the meteorologist.
I think
here.
I've got. Yeah.
Absolutely good.
Okay, can I cast detect magic?
You sure can. You sure can.
So
Yeah.
within 30 feet of you, if I sense magic, I see a faint aura around whatever like creature or object in the area.
Great.
Is the fog a creature?
Could be.
You're not in it, so
Oh.
calm down. Okay, you cast it. Do you need to do anything else about it? Sorry, I'm not.
No. It's just a concentration of the 10 minutes, so I just go and do my stuff.
Cool.
So that's one for the day.
You look around. You're trying to not have the volume too loud on TV. And
Ooh, bah.
Oh.
Baby.
and there's a crying baby. You
There's a
detect
cry
a
in the
magical crying baby in the background.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh, that's not Bach.
Okay.
Who the hell is that?
It Handel.
Ah, Handel.
Great. We'll just take some crying baby intermission. But I'm sure back. Cast your detect magic doesn't show anything up. Just this fog and this like this. It makes you feel uncomfortable when you look at it and when you know if you kind of approach it. It just it just really gives you like the hairs on your neck stand. Something makes you not want to go.
Is
in
it all around us? Or like
so sort of in a diameter around you, it's sort of a bit thinner and then it thickens, kind of thing.
Right.
As if it were foggy.
Yeah, but you can walk in it, like it's not blocking you.
Yeah, I mean you can't. It's not blocking your path at the moment. It's just it's just sort of thick, so you kind of get the feeling that like there's a point where you don't want to go further in it.
Okay, well I
Are there
I let everybody know that I've cast that and that there was no magic around.
You know magic?
Yes. Surely you would know this by now.
Well, no, don't know much things.
Oh, that's alright.
Are there any footprints or
gonna freak
trails
out
or
when you
paths?
turn into an animal.
Can you roll for survival, or are you just looking with your eyes?
I'm just checking. For example, like I roughly know where the cart was on the mule. Does it look like it just walked away?
No.
It just suddenly disappeared.
Absolutely, that you can see no tracks that you can like make sense of. Like there are generic there are animals in this forest, marks on the floor, but you see nothing. In fact, you even go over to where the fire was, and there's no ashes.
Dom would shout out.
Hello? Someone left the stove on.
Shh! Quiet, you fool! This is clearly magic. Cannot trust this shit.
You don't hear anything back.
Right, I think we're alone.
All right.
So.
No? So I can't go back to sleep.
I've got an idea here, guys. This is pretty bad. But if we all run in different directions, some of us will manage to survive.
Absolutely not. Oh, baby!
Oh,
A baby
hello.
joins the party.
Oh, it's a curious baby. Look at that baby. No, it's a sleepy baby.
Should she be wearing some kind of clothes?
She's pretty warm. I
Okay.
feel like she's slightly clammy.
Hello, clammy baby.
Oh,
It's very hard to create an atmosphere of dread.
Baby.
It's here.
There's a spooky baby
A
coming out from the mess.
Oh.
Baby.
Cute. Well, I mean, with that, the way she looks at you, quite a piercing stare.
Dom would pick up something fairly large, let's say yay.
You're gonna hear an ouch.
And he's just gonna right into the
Into
fog.
the mist.
Right into the mist.
Right. You hear it tumble as if it was falling through some underbrush.
Did you
Was there
investigate
trees
the place
around
where
us?
the camp was and where the
Yes,
carriage
bars.
was? Should we?
You're
do
in
you
a
see
clear
any?
Okay.
We investigate what?
Can I
Like
see
the place where the carriage
any
used to be and everything.
paths?
Can we see any tracks in it?
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like
I
it
was
disappeared
like-
magically.
Get the
Not
sense
moving
that
at
it's
all.
sort of not a proper path, but a sort of dirt track leading one way. So
Okay,
there's
I suggest
there's a way
that
to arrive to the
we
clearing, in a sense.
follow the dirt path.
So is it like a day but foggy, or is it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So in your minds and sort of like circadian rhythm wise, it feels
Yeah.
like morning. Yeah.
And there's no fire.
Like
Nope.
where the carriage
Campfire's
used to
gone.
be, are there any like marks? Like
No.
any nothing.
No tracks,
As if
no
there's
marks.
okay. I've never
Yeah.
been.
I'm going to bolster everyone's spirits by singing a little tune, or playing a tune on my
God.
lute as we walk along.
Spooky tune.
There he goes again.
Okay. Well. well
I suggest we follow the dirt path. If anybody else has a better idea, then be my guest.
Well, I cannot leave without my wares. That's all my savings right there. Gone.
They're clearly
Fucking
not here.
stolen. This was some magician bandits, pulling something on us.
I know. She knows magic.
Yeah. She did it.
Throw her into the mist.
Try to be original, okay? This is the kind of stuff I hear every day, so
I stopped the lynching by sort of weaving this into my song. So, oh Mandy, took all our shit while we were waiting.
Wait,
Want
the
you
satyr
to
stole a
know
human
I
child.
hate
Who's responsible?
Oh Mandy. No, it carries on until we stop trying to burn the sorcerers.
Anyone got any other ideas? I think we throw fire at it. Fire always works. I don't know how to make fire, but
Okay, wait. I'm gonna use Druidcraft, which is one of my cantrips, to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Good choice.
Listen, I can't do much, alright? I'm basically a healing machine.
that's
It
fine.
will be foggy.
there's like a booming voice.
Well, we don't know that.
Forecast for today.
It might be useful because we're in our pajamas, in the middle of the forest. So, because like
Well, whatever you sleep with when camping outdoors, so you might not.
oh, I sleep naked.
Scares away the intruders.
Didn't work.
That's absolutely fine. Your bedroll is not. So, you are naked.
All right.
Yep, that is
That's
absolutely.
boys, put on some clothes.
Even the fucking sheets were stolen. I have nothing. Even my patient was stolen.
How can you tell he's
you.
naked? Look at all that hair.
I'm quite
How
warm.
tall are you?
I'm 4'8".
Oh my god. Okay, I was gonna offer you my coat, but I'm 6'2".
No, that's not gonna work. That's all right. I've got fat and I've got hair. I can stand this. In fact, if someone else just needs some heat, they can stand very
I
close.
step away.
Dom feels himself to see if he has heat.
Weather?
Yeah, the weather is going to be dry and misty. Yeah.
For the next 24 hours.
24 hours, yep.
Oh, okay, that's
do we
weird.
do we have a map with us or something? Like.
I've got a
Do
map
we-
with
do
the
we even
stars.
know?
Can that help?
Do we even know in which direction the town would be?
I mean,
Like,
unless you
would
were
that-
you sleep hugging your mum.
I don't know where I put it.
Well, okay, if you finish with me when I sleep, but yeah, map is unfortunately.
Yeah,
one of
I'll
them.
take what you say is like, but it is really you were asleep, so you
Yeah,
had
one bit,
nothing
and
on
I didn't
you,
have
no
the other.
weapons, no.
Or did I finish
Unless you had
both of
some
it?
kind of fucking sock knife kind
That-
of vibe.
in that case-
That's as much as
Can I have the bedroll and the sheets?
no,
Okay,
no.
I'm
That
butt
is
naked.
gone.
Right.
But for now,
For now, yeah. It's a start.
you gotta start somewhere.
You can only get clothier as the campaign progresses.
Or could you get nakeder? You don't know.
Or I could get shaven. That would be terrible.
Well, you
I
can
don't
lose
think
your
the party's
skin.
voting for shaving the.
Shaving the dwarf
Okay.
just in case.
Wait, so we don't have our bags. We've lost our bags.
Oh, yeah, so
Okay, then I have to do. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to do a thing. I need
Literally,
to-
even whatever. Literally close.
I need to perform a 1-hour ceremony, guys.
Oh,
Very
To do
sorry.
what?
I need to create a replacement of my map. It's a star map that I need to have my extra spells.
Right.
While you guys investigate, I could perform a 1-hour ceremony.
Dom has
Any-
his
anybody want to
inspiration of courage.
I think we should go to the mist as a hero.
Missed,
Did you wait 1 hour?
missed.
I actually
I mean,
agree
it's-
with the big guy. We can send him to investigate the mist.
Dom looks around to try and find a bigger guy.
And fails. I mean, to be honest, it's better than just sitting here and just, doing this idle banter. So
It's true.
I'm up for it.
Alright, so you'll go first, and I'll follow you, 20 feet behind you. If anything dangerous appears, let me know.
Scream.
Right, so
And I'll let the others know.
Right, okay, yeah. I can do that.
Excellent.
Anybody sleeps with rope?
Am I waiting for her to do her thing?
Absolutely not getting away with sleepy rope.
I had 50 feet, but I lost it,
Oh.
along with all my shit.
So I'm going to wait for the lady to do her little ceremony, but then I'll
Should we
go.
be resting for an hour and all this? Or just a heads up, like as well, 1 hour rest is a short rest, and most DMs don't allow people to take them indiscriminately because it basically recharges most of our powers.
Yeah, right.
So the normal system is you do one short rest a day and one long rest.
Right.
Allow
If it's a short, if an hour would qualify as a short rest,
Then
then it's probably
Obviously do it to your own flavour, but I only allow one because it basically a lot of us recharge our powers. on a short rest.
I'll say that's the same rule. You're welcome to take it now.
Yeah.
No,
but that's a really
I'm
good
not
rule because
taking
that way you cannot be in the
I'd rather
dungeon.
go
It's
for
like,
a jog.
okay, we just stop and rest for an hour and then we continue. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not resting.
No.
No.
Alright. Dom is going to pick up a bit of wood.
Can anyone light this? Any
Yeah, I mean,
What?
yeah, we can.
fire? Anyone?
Well,
A piece
Oh.
of wood
Lights.
doesn't burn though, right?
It wouldn't. You would need to.
Can I use Druidcraft to create a fire?
well, I can cast lights.
maybe. Is it almost a-
Oh, that's useful.
And
Yeah, it's
tiny
a cantrip.
harmless sensory effect.
Yeah, you touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any
Oh.
dimension.
No, I can. You instantly light or snuff out a candle or torch or a small campfire. So yeah, surely I can do that, right?
It's not a torch though. Torch is like bound in cloth.
It's like
Yeah.
It's not flammable. It's like picking up a log and
But it
trying
says
to-
small
But a small
campfire.
campfire.
I would say that if you pick up a branch that's sort of small enough, so not a giant one, but a sort of small kind of handheld stick. Yeah, I would say that can light
Yeah.
because it would
But-
light it in a
I-
Yeah,
campfire.
so what is
what?
it?
Druidcraft.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, so it
Nice.
doesn't.
It can
Yeah,
light a
you
small
don't- you can-
campfire, so I'm gonna allow like
Okay.
a small size stick. Not
And how
not
long
a
does
full-size
this
torch
last?
that
Do
would burn
you know?
all day.
Because like yeah, when yours is up, like I can also cast light if that helps.
Yeah, that's the difference. Is if that can fill in for a light spell, then it makes light redundant because it can also do like 6 other things.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It's one
It-
action, 30 feet instantaneous.
Because the things that can normally light have a duration, like a campfire and a torch and a candle have a burn duration.
Yeah.
That's why it's like if it can light torches, it can't turn any wood into torches. 'Cause torches
Yeah.
are a commodity you buy and they have a burn time, whereas turning any stick into a torch is like having infinite free torches.
Okay.
That's true.
Sorry to
Yeah.
shit on the spells, but I'm just sort of, it's like, yeah, the logic behind it is
Okay,
it's
okay.
resource management.
I mean, we
Okay.
could just give it the time of a torch.
Which it is an hour, I believe, yeah.
Okay.
Is that
What is
The
convenient?
torch burns for 1 hour, yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Is that seem fair? Yeah. I don't know about
I mean,
these
you're the
kind of
DM.
balancing things, so
Mm.
that's why I'm asking. Like,
Yeah, I would say to use the light spell, because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
it basically
Okay.
duplicates the
So-
light spell and does what else Druidcraft does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that lasts an hour as well. So you know, so we can.
So do I just have a glowing stick?
You can have any color actually. Yeah. It says it can be any color, so you can pick the color if you like.
I don't know my colours. What's the one that the sky is?
It depends. Right now it's red.
Grey. You're gonna emit grey light.
Yeah.
trust dog.
Yes. That's the colour it goes.
So are you're not doing your spell now? So are you guys
Yeah, I'll-
doing this into like in the clearing, or are you doing it in any?
Before we head out, surely into.
Yes, I guess in the
Yeah.
clearing then. Yeah.
Cool.
Are we gonna attract somebody's attention because we've got suddenly a colorful light with us?
Either that or
Maybe-
because I'm
maybe-
naked. But yes, they will.
I mean.
We're using the light because we can't see, or
Yeah.
because Dom's scared.
What?
I have no idea.
Well, I think we're hoping to see a little bit more, although I don't know if that's gonna help that much.
In the mist? No.
But the druid's got detect magic active as well, right? So if there's anything magical.
We've
in
already
it-
done
But that's
that.
10 minutes. That lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we didn't take a 1 hour rest, so we should still have see stuff.
Yeah, I've got detect magic too, if it's okay. So.
Detect magic 2.
Sequel.
even better.
All right.
Okay, so we go. Who's you? Are you going first, big boy?
Like, do I go first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Am I the hero?
Yes, you're the.
Yes, you are.
I would follow behind.
Okay.
All day.
Yes.
Don would follow the path, like the clear path that was kind of.
That doesn't seem to, so as you fall into that path, it doesn't seem to get mistier. It seems like that path is something you can walk through, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Right, don't need this.
Fog is like
Light or no?
Yeah, I think we have.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure if you'd made the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I want to try to grab like a log branch or whatever that he uses as an improvised weapon.
Yep, you can find a.
I have a
Are you,
I have a
is
hammer.
everyone's equipment gone, or is it just?
Absolutely everyone.
I
Well-
fall asleep with all my
I
stuff
spent all
on.
that time writing that bloody.
Well, it's whatever you slept with.
So, anything that's on you, like I would take if you sleep in clothes, you have your clothes.
I've
If
got my money for sure.
you have your secret hidden money pouch, then that can, if you would sleep with that, which as you described,
Okay,
You
that
might
and a
have done.
dagger would seem like a
yeah,
reasonable.
that and a dagger seems like a reasonable.
Yeah, sounds good.
Absolutely.
I'm assuming I would have probably taken my chainmail off.
Oh, unless you're sleeping in chainmail, absolutely. Yeah.
Actually, I think that based on his failures and guilt for not being a good watchman in the past, he would at least sleep with his warhammer in case shit broke out.
When
Too late?
it's on. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah, it literally would have to be on you as you sleep.
Oh,
as
I
you
see,
sleep. You know
not
what I
like
mean?
next
a
to
dagger
you.
that you wore,
Right.
Yeah.
like that's fair
In your
enough.
clothes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in your clothes.
I have-
But anything you were holding.
Yeah, makes
doesn't
sense.
quite count.
I have a net that I tie around my waist.
When you sleep.
Yeah.
So this banana hammock is what it's talking about.
If it's underwear, I'll allow it.
No,
But
it's
if it's a weapon that you're putting around you,
it's
no.
fine. I'll take no weapon. I will pick up a stick. I'd
Yeah.
use
All right.
the glowing stick that I threw.
And then you're gonna go pick it up because I made it. So.
Mar, is the fog moving with us?
Well, yeah, as fog does, right? So, like, when it's foggy and you walk,
Yeah,
You
it doesn't
see-
look foggy around
it's
you.
Yeah.
foggy. It's
Okay.
always foggy around you, right? So, if you're following this path, this fog like allows you. Yeah, you do get a sense of like this closing in. So, like, you don't know that you could go in any direction. That's the kind
Okay.
of
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
it's kind of a
Cool,
wall
cool.
fog.
But did you say on the path it seems to be a
On
little
the path,
bit
it
clear?
seems to be okay to move through for now.
Or
Yeah,
something wants us
absolutely.
to go that way.
Does Dom feels very magical when he does this? He doesn't understand magic, but when he's walking forwards, he thinks that he is in control
That
of the
maybe
mist.
he's doing it with the light stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
As we walk forward, I would like to look back.
Okay.
Can I see the clearing?
I mean, you can see it as much distance as you can see, but as soon as you walk away from it, it's foggy again. Do
Nothing
you want
has
to
changed.
walk back to it? And, like,
No, I'm not that bothered. I just want to. I don't know. If anything changes, my passive perception is 15.
yeah,
Just,
cool. Actually, that would be useful to have
yeah.
around. I think I do have it in there, but I just. It's gonna take me a minute to memorize.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
everything,
no worries.
but
Okay.
I think you do have the highest passive perception, so I'll make sure to let you know
Okay.
anything with a 15 that.
Yeah, I love it.
Great.
Where are you looking for?
Well, you continue onto this dirt path until you arrive at what looks more like a road,
Mhm.
and it stretches sort of. You don't know if it, but left to right, east to west, whatever you do.
Okay.
Fairly straight.
Given my history of
Still
being
foggy, still just as sort of dense around you, and the kind of longer you're in this, you kind of get like a sense of nervousness of like wanting to move on.
Given my history of growing up in Daggerford, would I have known this road that went into Daggerford? Like, would I have known that this feels unnatural or...
So, are you from Daggerford?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, in which case, roll insight. Is that what that would be?
There's a
Or
history as well.
Or history. Yeah.
History.
It's whatever you.
Yeah, whatever you prefer, like intelligence or history or.
What?
History does have an intelligence modifier, doesn't it?
Yeah, history is intelligence. I'll only allow one person to roll it though. Sorry, I should have said that
17.
before.
So minus 3, that's 15. 14. Never mind. Appropriate for intelligence.
Sorry, -2, so so it's 15.
15. You can tell that this does not look like the road that goes to Daggerford.
Uh-huh.
So I've walked down this road many times. Let me tell you the first time I walked down this road.
Right.
First time I walked down this road was when Eli was chasing a goat and I tackled it to the ground and I killed it by accident, but it's alright.
Does this go anywhere? Not the road, your story.
Story, no, not really.
So?
Should just follow the road.
Road? Yeah, no, this ain't a road. This ain't Daggerford Road, no.
It is not. Are there any, like, fresh tracks on the road?
No, it looks like sort of. Suppose are roads paved in this universe?
Probably
You
not.
decide.
No.
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 It'd just be a fancy
there's
Yeah.
yeah, you can tell because it's sort of well carved out in the ground, but there are no tracks. No.
Right.
No.
Well, the only way seems to be ahead, so let's just push on, really, I say.
Left or right? Though.
Oh, left and right.
Left or right? Well, Eli went left last time, but it's not on this road, so what?
I always say, go left first.
Left first.
Yes.
Right. Left.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
well,
left. That works.
I mean,
It's 50-50. Let's
Yeah.
just go left.
shall we wait for her?
Yeah, let's wait for James to proceed left. Or see if he has some very strong right opinions.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And the reason for that is because there's a bias in video games, because people tend to go right. So side quests are on the left.
I always prefer the left. I think
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone right, so fair enough.
It's the clockwiseness, right?
Yeah.
So-
Dom would have probably spent a good half an hour deciding which left and right is.
Bless his heart.
Poor Dom.
It's like a couple of steps here.
Yeah. Go straight.
I'll just sit here.
3 days later, guys. Just sat here.
I feel like my character is going to get abused in the sense of people are just going to be like, go in. Alright.
I think there's a good chance.
said it
of that.
first.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can tell your character already is going to do it.
Yeah.
You strong dumb one.
But okay, it's not evil. You know, it'll be just banter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To make up so much stuff. Right? This is great.
The joys of being a DM.
It's so hard. Like, it's. I don't know. It's not hard. It's just nerve-wracking. You get really nervous. It's like acting or something. Like you
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like you're putting on.
Totally.
For when someone asks a question, you don't have an answer.
Yeah.
It's stressy.
But you have to have an answer.
I guess that's like the main skill as a DM, you know, that you have to develop. Like, you'll always be bullshitting.
Yeah.
Just like be bullshitting convincingly.
Yeah, this isn't why did I sign up to do this? I'm a logical thinker.
Oh, go on, you're excellent at bullshitting. Don't worry. Well, like in a creative,
No, of course.
non-negative manner.
Where am I creative?
Dom looks around trying to find a bullshitting.
Where is it happening? Bullshitting.
I want to see if James is
I might wash some grapes.
Yeah. Give me a pee break.
Oh, DM notes. Don't look. Don't
Oh no! Eva's cheating.
Oh, blueberry girl. Oh my god.
you got ask Mom for some moisturizer?
I already put some.
You put some there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep applying it.
Yeah.
I'm a pro when it comes to sunburns.
Oh my god, mine
Why?
I swear to
So
God.
hyper, buddy.
He hit his fucking head with my foot.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks burned.
Yeah, my
no.
knees are definitely burned. I can feel them.
Oh no.
I know.
Well, do you have those like aloe vera creams and stuff?
Yeah, I do,
Okay,
I do
good,
actually.
good.
'Cause-
They really help.
yeah.
Aloe vera is great.
I'll see if Mara has some.
It's really good. And lacking that, you can also use tomatoes. They're really good for burns. That's what my mom used to use. Yep.
This was a burn that I got when I pulled something out the oven. And
Oh,
literally,
right.
like every day, I would just apply like a layer of aloe vera.
It looks like someone tortured it with cigarettes.
It does actually. It does look like a big
Yeah.
cigarette.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you know?
but looking into it, like I didn't realize that aloe vera actually has so many properties that skin has. So that's why it's so effective at like burns because it like
Yeah.
acts exactly the same. And if you
Yeah.
look at the molecular structure of that and skin, they look basically identical.
Yeah. Although for actual like burns like that, I prefer you cannot find it, but there must be like a substitute. In Chile, we use kind of like a cream that's made of a fish.
Okay.
It's called hipogros.
Oh yeah, you can use fish skin.
That's right.
Yeah,
And it's the same concept. You know, like the fish skin is amazing for skin regeneration. Yeah. You can actually like graft
There was a
actual
whole-
fish skin on
Yeah.
on burns.
I comment. There's a whole like BBC thing that happened like a while back where like there was like loads of burn victims and like people just layering fish on them. It looks so
Yep.
stupid, but then it was just like it's like
No,
super effective.
it works, and the fish skin kind of like not integrates, but uses your own. Well, it's like I don't know.
It's like osmosis of skin.
Right? Yeah. Really weird shit, but it works. By the way, I was reading about the shit you sent, and I agree with you.
Oh?
About the ECS system.
Oh,
and
right,
the
yeah.
tiles. That was a really cool stuff, man. I actually went to their Discord channel and asked some people around
All right.
what they thought.
Oh,
and,
excellent.
Yeah, and
Have
so,
you guys started a repo?
yes, we have. But it's nothing there yet. But
Share it honestly, because I wanna like.
Sure.
I have no brain power to like do anything myself at the moment, but you know I would love to follow it. 'Cause,
yeah. And I'll also put some notes, you know, like the game design things that that I learned, you know, along the way, because this is one example of that. I think that in terms of performance, you're absolutely right. What they were saying was that in most cases the impact should not be a lot, you know, in 2D games.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm not worrying too much about performance. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm used to like data structures in prod at work.
Yeah.
where I'd be
In
like,
fact,
oh,
the author of that crate you shared said that in his benchmarks, when loading the games, you know, he saw a small impact, but it was not really. It didn't really affect his projects at least. He tested them benchmark with up to 1.5 million, you know, tiles. So it's not like massive.
yeah, there's still a lot.
But it's considerable, yeah. But you're right. In other games, it could have a hidden performance. Now, another guy then in the Discord, you know, suggested that if you wanted to have the performance of your solution and the goodies of having them in the ECS system, you know, for querying and stuff like that, you could actually have both. And I thought that was a really good proposal.
I thought so. You get it originally. You're like, oh, we're reading for the grid. I was like, oh, actually, yeah, for the rendering they could live there, but for the querying they could live.
Yeah, and now I agree with you that having a queryable resource with the coordinates for like spatial stuff makes total sense because it would be faster objectively. And then at the same time, including the tile map in the ECS, you know, for like all other kind of querying. And it would not be complicated in code. In fact, well, you would have to add like
The looped example of like,
exactly.
Yeah.
But still, no, it looks really good. I like it.
Yeah.
So what's your idea for the game?
Right, it's just a roguelike, and this is just to learn, you know, like the language on the this game engine, really. So at first it'll be quite generic, you know, like create all the systems, you know, for like, you know, navigating maps, you know, and fighting and having inventory, equipping shit and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a good learning exercise, and from there, yeah, we can do whatever you want in terms of roguelikes.
So roguelike is the term for when it's like literally like the game Rogue, right? When you've like just the cursor in the dungeon. Because there's rogue, there's a rogue something and rogue something.
Rogue.
Light, yeah.
And that's just has an Iron Man death
So,
mechanic with the.
I think that roguelike is when you've got procedurally generated, maps. You've got permadeath, and I think those are directly really. Yeah, and then you have games like Binding of Isaac or Hades or all those other newer games, right? That incorporate all the mechanics from newer games where you have some progression as well.
Oh yeah, that's the light element. Like you don't.
Exactly. Even though there is like permadeath, quote unquote, because like your run is over when you die, sure. But you can get some stuff, from previous runs, and that's cumulative. So yeah, those are roguelikes. I also love that you quoted Dwarf Fortress as a reference.
Yeah,
it's
my
my favorite game of all times. But I dread to even look at the code of that shit. No.
James, do you have aloe vera?
Aloe vera? No, we don't. I'm afraid. Is there something similar, kind of like some moisturiser or?
Do you want moisturiser as
No,
well?
it's fine. Ow! I already put moisturizer.
We've got that like natural oil next to it. That's like almond oil.
It's okay. I already put moisturizer.
But putting that on you will make Miles want to give you a bath.
Yeah.
Which is probably what he's doing now if you have moisturiser on you.
No, he's just looking himself.
Cool. Yeah, let me know on Discord because I haven't used resources for this in like 5-10 years when I've had other games projects. So I'm sort of like, where do people go now for this stuff?
For sure. In fact, I think there's I don't know if you saw.
She doesn't she's in too much pain to sleep by herself.
I'll just go and wear the baby.
Yeah, no worries. Aww. Oh. Right.
Really?
I know.
This is why she can't be apart. As soon as she's apart, she starts writing and kicking and punching in her sleep. She's clearly very uncomfortable.
Yeah. She looks so upset. Oh no, he's smiling. Never mind. Ah.
It's not Miles.
Ah.
She's in love with Miles.
You're very elegant, Mr. Myers.
Sorry, you guys. These capable of these slight interruptions.
That's quite alright.
But when she's warned by someone.
My God, she's so on Miles.
Oh, I knew that already. You want to take the hot seat again?
Oh.
Doesn't that change me? Yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. I
A
did
bit
my
warm.
It's really odd because I put it on just before she went to the
She
national.
did a lot of fighting all those bouncers. They could have been some well presents.
Poor Miles. Must have been too hard for him at first. He was the only child.
Miles, be careful
Oh, I
with
sure
the
hope I typed those right. This is very much.
Always smile.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Smiley, Miley.
Alright.
Just don't mean the meth, did it?
Well, you don't know what her plans are. As soon as she's on James, she'll be fine. We would do that from the beginning, but it just means that one of us can't sit down.
Yeah, no, we can take pauses or breaks. No worries.
Thank you.
One of
So
us
this is our
disappears in the
kid.
mess.
Yeah, everyone feeling their cat person situation.
Oh yes, I can feel the breeziness.
Oh, by the way, with dim light, dark vision. No, I guess dark vision wouldn't really help in the book.
No.
It's fine.
Do you need to make a fresh bun? Do you need a fresh bun? I heard a yeah somewhere in there. Fresh bun to the rescue!
Oh, it's pretty dramatic music. Oh, The Witcher 3.
It's the mist.
The mist singing at us.
It's a siren. What type of game are you making? I mean, I know it's a roguelike, but what aesthetic is it? Like, is it medieval,
It's-
sci-fi?
Right, well, aesthetics are ASCII, so it's a very ugly, old school looking roguelike.
Okay.
And
Is it
yeah,
pixel like?
well, kind of. Well, yeah, like so you know, like the really old school roguelikes were just like ASCII characters on a console.
Uh huh.
So it's not like sprites that you use in modern games, 2D games, right? But we want to recreate that using spreadsheet. So yeah, it will have like graphics, but they will emulate just an old console. So it'll be like letters
Okay.
with different colors on the screen. So it would look like a terminal,
Okay.
pretty much. But yeah, and medieval. But it's so far it's got, but we've thought of no history or special mechanics or anything. It's just like a bare bone game just to learn shit.
That's interesting.
What's your MVP, you know?
It'll be a roguelike where you can with a procedurally generated map that you can explore. You can interact with objects, equip items, you know, fight enemies, have different type of enemies. So it'll be super generic, right? But it's got like the basic shit that you expect in a roguelike.
Reminds me of the game we wrote at CodeCon. I remember we had the dungeon.
Oh
like,
yeah, it was but it was like a mod that we wrote, didn't we? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like remember.
It was a mod
That-
because
that's
we had like rooms that we could like move
yeah, we could
forward and
enter,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a text-based game, but
Yeah. Oh, that was fun. I was totally serious though. When remember that event at CodeCon? There was reinvent Pac-Man.
Oh yeah.
I was dead serious when I said that we should make a mod version of Pac-Man. That would be so much fun. A mod are those games, you know, like old games, you know, in your terminal where you have like
Oh,
you
totally.
can and you have I move to the left and then it's like
Yes,
the
yes,
room
yes.
opens and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, with Pac-Man.
But Pac-Man, yeah, and you can like hear the ghosts, you know, from different directions, and you have to pick a direction to move to.
Miles, where are the beans going? They're going back in your pocket.
Oh,
Yes, I was just cleaning myself.
ooh, that was such a great film. The original though,
Oh, let the
the,
red man.
the American remake was shit.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Miles.
What's he doing?
No, my shit,
Miles. Miles, hey, down. Just listen, like.
I thought that was Miles.
The wine,
Yeah, he damages the property. He starts like biting and stuff. Once he
Ah.
starts doing this, it's the beginning of like.
Meantime.
Yeah.
Gosh, having teeth is difficult.
Growing the
I'm
first
thinking-
one, that's the
yeah.
hardest, I reckon. It's downhill
Yeah.
from
We're taking them for
there.
granted.
Level of difficulty.
Yeah, the second set is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
I don't
I
know.
mean first, the literal first tooth.
Oh, the
which is
first
what
two,
she's
right?
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the refresh of where they all fall out and then you can like
Yeah,
replace
Yeah, I
But you
remember like
don't-
when you had to like pull them out and everything.
That was
You
cool,
didn't
wasn't
have to
it?
pull them out.
Well, I did. Yeah.
So if you're on a bike, just
Yeah, but it was like so annoying, you know, like when
Yeah,
one
like
of
the
them would
basement
get
with
like
pliers.
wobbly and then
I,
you just like
yeah,
couldn't.
I remember like
yeah.
sitting in
That horrible
class.
feeling, I can feel it in
Yeah.
my mouth.
Yeah,
Getting
like,
ready for
this
it.
one's going.
I remember this one
like
time.
stuck my nerves. Oh my god, this is worse. This is spookier than the mist, guys.
I remember this one time I was in like maths class and like I had a wobbly tooth and I was just like playing around with it.
Oh, no.
And then one point like
Oh,
Don't do it.
I was like
Don't do
putting
it.
so much pressure behind
Oh,
it
tooth
that it
stories.
just like shot out into the back of a girl's hair. And it was just that and I was so embarrassed. I was like, it's not mine. It's just like,
oh my god, so that girl found somebody's tooth.
well, I think it fell out. It must have because like she
Right,
didn't
okay.
notice it, and then like
And you didn't get it back?
no, I didn't get the tooth fairy
For
as
the
well.
money? Oh,
I know.
come on.
Oh.
Very sad.
No, I just remember these like crazy like methods that like I don't know you'd read about. It's like, oh yeah, if it gets wobbly, I don't know, you should like I don't know like tie some
Never
like
understood
string
that.
and then
Yeah.
like close the door.
Yeah.
Like I'm like no.
I hate tooth.
Oh, sorry, I've got the same thing with nails.
Use
so,
a horse
yeah.
tail to tie your tooth. It's like makes no sense.
It's just like no.
The best thing you
Yeah,
could,
and make it run. So
I think
sorry.
yeah, I think the best thing I found was if you
That's
just
such random, like, oh yeah, just grab your horse.
Yeah.
Just your
I mean, you know.
street horse.
Your local horse.
Yeah, whomever, whatever. It doesn't even have to be your local.
Yeah.
Make a trip of it.
Oh, no, I liked it.
It's always biting an apple. There's always one kid that bites
Oh,
an apple.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, like I say, I've got the same thing with nails. Like if
And
you
then
start
you
talking about like
bleed. No.
you
Okay.
know something.
No, see, blood, no problem, but it's like.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It's so horrible. Oh, I'm really not gonna deal well when she's. That's okay. Just grow the first set. I'm not scared about that. Just grow.
Yeah.
Oh, just don't take X-rays from her when she's like 4. Those look
So,
disgusting.
No.
What?
We have in the ultrasound they're there, the teeth.
Oh, because she's got the first set, right? Yeah.
No, all teeth. You're born with all the teeth.
No, you're born with all of them?
They're all in there.
Yeah, but those X-rays look really
Second set,
fucking
there.
weird.
I'm pretty sure they're just
You're
one
thinking
row
of
back.
sharks.
Baby shark.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you wanna go into the mist and talk less about teeth?
Yes.
Do you think that? Are you saying the mist is less scary than?
Definitely, but that's because teeth are terrifying.
All right.
So they arrived onto a road, and
We go left.
you can go left or right. There isn't much.
We decided left.
Yes.
You decided left.
Good choice.
You decide left.
Be my second one, but it's still a good one.
Second best. Not too bad.
Mhm.
Great. So we start walking that way,
Yes.
and as you walk, the mist starts to get a little bit clearer. So you've got a little more vision, You can see the sides comfortably. You're seeing trees, and it's a fairly like thick canopy of trees, and then it sort of thins out a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe walking for an hour, and now the road's a bit more well kept, where you can sort of tell a bit more that it's not inhabited, but like a trafficked road.
Yeah.
And kind of far in the distance, you can see some fields, some like sort of like growing crops, things like that. Not very sort of lush or anything. Probably less than what you'd expect at this time of year for fields to look like. But still some like kept land, and even a house, sort of farm, sort of like nice looking farmhouse and outbuildings. And as you're approaching that the house some more, you see the path that runs from the main road to the house, and down it you see 2 figures running toward the road. One running faster, and so dragging the other one along. And
Human, adults, children.
You can't see to begin with, but as you approach them and they approach you much faster, you can tell it's two children.
Right.
An older girl and a younger boy, and they're running saying hello, hi, who could you please come help? And they look good, they look well dressed,
Punch
well
the
kept,
child.
but really scared.
I look skeptical, like this is some kind of ruse. I've seen this
Yeah.
hustle before.
I agree. I've heard stories about this shit. Stay away, you little demons!
Please, I keep my distance, but I ask what's wrong.
It's just we had to run away because
Whoa, slow down. No, really slow down.
we have a baby brother and we think he's in danger. We could hear his cries, and our parents went to look after him, but they told us to stay in our room, but it's been ages and he's gone, and we just don't know what to do. We're waiting, and we just thought we'd come out and see, and thankfully you guys were here.
What's wrong with your brother?
We don't know, he was crying, and Mum and Dad just go to your room and we'll sort it out. We don't know.
Are they in the
Right.
house? Are they in the farmhouse?
Yeah,
And the child is sick, you say?
we don't know. We just heard him crying, and
I don't believe them. I'm going to see if I can deduce any shenanigans
Ooh,
or what
okay.
I need to do.
Deception check.
The opposite, is it not?
Yeah, the
Insight.
insight.
Inside, yeah.
6. These are on the up and up. This is
Clear.
I mean, I
children.
You're good.
I believe them and I want to help them, so I asked them to take us to their house. If
Alright, that doesn't sound very dangerous, a sick child.
you're more than
Normal
welcome to
occurrence.
stay
I killed a
outside.
many child in my time.
I'm pretty sure I can win against it.
Are they not freaked out by the naked dwarf that stands in the
I don't think they've noticed that he's naked due to all the hair and
Yeah.
the fact that there's a few of you.
It's a hairman. They've never seen a dwarf.
Right, okay.
What do you want us to do?
What's that thing between your legs?
Can you just come in and see if you can find our parents and our brother? We
Find
think,
them?
yes, because we can't find them. They went down to the basement and we just don't want to
Oh,
go.
whoa.
The kid's like,
I'm calling 999 here.
Have you contacted the
don't have your phone.
authorities?
Disappeared last
Shit.
night.
I'm naked. Fuck.
Is there multiple houses?
So you see one big house. It looks like a sort of like a nice manor. It's well kept.
Okay.
And you can see light coming from within. There's 2 torches at the.
What's this module called?
It's called Durst Manor, actually.
Right.
Okay.
So these are all peasants in that case.
No.
Right.
These children are well dressed.
Right. Okay.
You can tell they look.
Doing their clothes.
Okay.
How tall are you again?
One of the children disappeared. The dwarf comes out happily dressed.
So
We're
there's
good to
this
go.
manor, and then there's a couple of outbuildings at the sides, kind of like looking like farm stables. The kind of
I asked them before we do anything, do you have, just in case it's dangerous, do you have any weapons we could use?
No, they're children.
I don't know, their parents might do.
I don't know. I think there might be a sword in the house, like father's sword.
Excellent. We'll help you.
Dom doesn't need a sword.
As he crunches his face together.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my dagger
The
as
kids
well.
look a bit scared of you.
Well, I'm scared of them. I've never seen something so wealthy.
Alright, guys. I think their parents are loaded. There might be a
Whoa, we are not about
Yes, I am.
Say that again. Yeah, I like the sound of it.
I'm stark naked. We need to make a situation for ourselves here. This is our chance.
So what do we propose?
We
Kill
go
the
in-
kids.
No!
Oh my
no!
Go to.
No, one's killing anyone here. We're gonna go into the house, find the parents.
And then kill the kids.
No, we're not. We're not killing the kids at all.
Lock the basement. Get the stuff from the house, and let's continue on our way.
Then we eat the kids.
I'm sure.
Enough chat. Time is of the essence. Let's get to the house. No one's gonna die. We'll do what we do when we get there. Let's
Let's go. Go ahead.
carry not.
Okay, come here. Come this way.
All right. We follow the kids into the manor.
the manor.
Someone needs to explain that we're not eating
Just
the kids to
calm
Dom.
I'm an excellent judge of character, and these kids are on the.
I don't know. I don't trust kids.
Oh no, I do. You trust them. You,
yeah.
I personally vouch.
Right.
Excellent.
I think I would like to cast detect magic when we get close to the basement. So.
I can't spell because I trust them too much.
There's no
You're
magic
just gonna.
here.
Why would you not just trust me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll show you a little picture of the house.
The children, their glowing eyes, and
Yeah, the 7 sets of fangs. This is what the house looks like.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh wow,
Like I
that's
said, it's a
fancy.
well-kept house.
Yes,
Looks-
yeah. Okay.
So
What do
you
the kids
approach
look
it,
like?
It looks like that.
The
It's
kids,
a lot of
so the kids don't look demonic in any form.
The kids look like kids.
No
yes.
tails, no horns.
No tails, no horns.
They're black and white, blue eyes, glowing eyes.
Excuse me, I've got horns, but you know.
And he has both.
Thanks.
I have a tail. Do I have a tail? I do.
Yeah, they have like little.
That's a stump, not a tail.
Did you wear shoes? You don't wear shoes, you got hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might show myself as a horse, mate. Well, I wouldn't because they're cloven, aren't they? I don't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's true.
Wearing like a set of maracas.
Tap dancing.
Do you have like a minus for stealth?
You'd think so, but no.
Oh.
I just that little slip.
Had it.
All right.
Yeah, I think some things are just for flavour.
Yeah. Satire sucks.
Sneaking around, click, clock.
Yeah.
Quite this little clock.
Well, in some situations that might be helpful actually. If someone thinks it's that horse outside, you know,
Yeah.
just going through.
Not the half horse goat man walking through.
It's a two-legged horse, yeah.
Bar or bleat as I'm walking on.
That gets a +2.
So I'm guessing we're in front of the house now. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And you cast detect magic.
Well, I'd like to cast detect magic when we get close to the basement because I have a
Magic
funny
sauce
thing
you
about
guys
that.
have. You're firing off like 12 spells before breakfast.
We're pretty good.
I mean, I've part of the mist. I've got a lot of magic in me.
Big magic arm.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to take a chance to pee.
Yes, of course.
I've got a tiny bladder. It's like an almond.
Such a good man.
Yes. It's to scale.
Can't believe you guys are gonna kill the kid. Oh, Miles is trapped. Sorry. Hey, buddy.
Were you trapped, Miles? How did that happen?
Oh,
You get taken to Naughty Boy prison.
oh, you're so excited, buddy. I know.
You can actually slip in his leg. He's been pestering Alec about it.
Okay, yeah, have a look at that. Oh, it's my turn. Get on. Actually, I'll just start drawing. Don't mind.
It's completely irrelevant. I would do it another time.
What is it?
It's still
No, not the eye.
Okay. I mean, he is just a bullshitter. I don't want to alarm you, James, but my dog is a bullshitter.
He is. There's a ground.
It's
So
well
it
known
might
for
be because of my
bullshitting.
learn. It's a low ground.
I'm gonna draw it facing this way because, because that's the only way I know how to draw. Yeah, I'll make it nice and big so it's a bit easier to put figurines in.
You could polish neighbors.
Hmm?
I think you do.
That's cool. It's kind of hard to see along the line, isn't it?
Who's ready?
Maybe I'll use a colour that stands out more.
Red?
Yeah. And the more use red because then you guys are gonna be like, ah!
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, see? It does go completely away with the
Oh wow, okay.
What you need is a whiteboard. Too.
Oh, I've got several whiteboards.
No, this is good, this is good.
Oh,
This has
no.
got the squares.
Yeah,
It really
that's
helps.
fine.
Are we using the runes already?
Well, I'm just doing the very entrance of the house just to you know, that's
Someone going to jump at us.
no. I'm just, it was just getting hit because you. Yeah, that's way more visible. I'm only doing it in red because it stands out, not because the walls are made of fucking blood or anything.
They're on fire.
Wow. Yeah, so you say.
Is everything alright?
Don't touch it.
God, you need to Don't look. That says James dies.
Whoa,
Oh,
Good
scripted.
thing you're not James.
Oh yeah. Scuffle butts.
What you calling yourself now?
Elkos scuffle butts.
Ilka Scufflebutt. What?
Ah.
Yes,
Elkos.
can I just have your so?
Oh.
Max, you are dumb.
Not done.
Sorry. And James, you're
Elkos scuffle butts.
Elgos.
Scufflebutt.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
have a
just
surname.
first names too. Huh?
I don't have a surname, I just realized.
I mean, you can't. Well, some races are
Yeah.
just like
Mine is just first name.
I just forgot that surname exists.
Sora.
Sora.
Yeah, Sora.
And my mother is called
Katana.
Katara.
What a fucking weeb.
I've been playing D&D.
What a fucking nerd.
Miles, move a bit.
He's just so full of beans. I don't really understand.
He
I should get
had
a
so much. He was so
last name
tired.
as well.
He tends to just like at a point just like settle, but today's
Yeah.
taking him a while.
He was settled on the sofa.
Oh, you guys always say that. I think it's bullshit. I think this dog never stops at all. just that the entire day and
He's
night.
dead and no, seriously spends most of the day sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a chill dog.
It's just whenever there's people around.
Right, saves all his energy for the
Yeah.
Because this
guests.
is the most exciting thing to him.
He's
Yeah.
doing a lot of rolling around. I'm wondering if something's irritating him. I'm not sure bothering on his back. I can't really give him a once over. So.
Do you want me to have a look?
If you wouldn't mind, just to
Yeah,
remind
where-
you guys.
where is it?
He's in the bathroom. He's been in the corridors rolling on his back. He does that sometimes when he's being an asshole, but I think.
Yeah. That sounds like classic asshole behaviour to me, to be honest. Classic Miles.
Oh, very nice. You see this?
Yeah.
Drinking Catalan beer. Ah.
It's a very nice beer.
Whoa, no, that's.
I've not made Scotch vodka in ages.
Oh, Scotch vodka.
You make vodka.
Well, no, I made
No, no.
Scotch vodka. I mixed vodka with.
Fudge vodka.
Yeah.
I get just pour one out for fudge vodka, man.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Fucking
We can
delicious.
have one probably on the bus. Or in
Oh
the
yeah.
bus.
I was like, oh
I was
no.
like, I was like, I'm thinking tonight. But yeah, no, and the bus is definitely.
I
Definitely.
can have one, and have
Yeah,
two.
at the bus place.
It's hand drawn.
Wow.
But you can see what I mean, like from first glance you think it's just a building. It's like, no, you painted it. Once you go in, once you see the strokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you like to do. You just
What?
lost.
Gonna have it in the house?
Yeah, like the
Crazy
tune called
scene,
Sanitarium
and,
Gates is
I'm gonna
like.
mess around with this and make a whole
Is that
story
appropriate?
behind it.
Just the title of the.
Sanitarium gates.
Okay.
Spooky, spooky. I'm so bad at creating a spooky atmosphere just because I.
Is that how
I
we spell
like
it in English?
Yeah.
Sanitarium.
Yeah.
I don't see anything obvious. Miles, come here.
Except beans.
Sit.
Beans coming out of his butthole.
Stay. Good. Maybe I sit with him on the sofa? Just chill when you're sitting on the sofa.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Ooh, what is this?
No.
A Pokeball.
Miles, go to Cass. Go to Cass.
Miles,
How obedient, but
That's
that.
the kitchen.
Miles, come here. Wait, no, this is not getting.
Oh yeah, put that out of his reach.
Yeah.
Good boy, good boy.
It's not like.
Yeah, he's weird today. The music set aside.
Exactly.
I didn't see anything. So.
Cheers. Thanks, Guys. I guess we got him in lockdown, right? He's been in lockdown for a third of his life now, so he's not used to having lots of people around. So
Right, yeah.
I do think this is a big part to why he like behaves
Yeah.
so differently when people are here. But
Yeah.
anyway. Okay. Thanks, Cass. I appreciate you.
No worries.
on that. Okay, so
Alright.
you approach the house. And in front of you, you see like a rusted sort of wrought iron gate, and you can feel the kind of same kind of weather, but the mist has dissipated
Okay.
here.
You say it's a
And-
rusted iron gate.
Yeah, like wrought iron.
Wrought
you know,
iron,
like
yeah.
the sort of bars.
Okay, not rusted away, not old.
But well, not like, you know, centuries old.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
just you know.
Like the opening to Castlevania tomorrow.
Oh, I can see it, man. But we're too old.
Yeah.
Matt, can you see the fence so I can see more?
We're gonna have Trevor Belmont just.
There's you know hinges on one side, a lock on the other, and a stone sort of portico kind of entranceway.
Mhm.
That's these first two
Mhm.
squares, and then the double doors that lead into
Mhm.
the entrance of the house.
I asked the children who were going.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where did you see your parents last?
Are they human, by the way? Human, or are they?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they didn't like balk at seeing me or the tiefling.
Or the Goliath.
Or
They
the
were
naked dog.
terrified, to be honest. Yeah, like they're just.
Generally terrible.
Don't worry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just
Right.
scared.
Oh.
I'm like, no, please, we're so scared. Please,
Mhm.
Do you want us to go in there without you?
we'll go in with you, but don't make us go in first. Don't make us go in alone.
Don't worry, children. I have this.
Oh
Oh
He's
god.
wearing a baby.
Why do I get like? Have you ever watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
No.
There's a character in it called the Child Snatcher.
Just because I'm holding a child.
His own, my time.
I'll prance up to the gate and all test it. How's it?
Yeah. The locks, the door's wide open because the children are.
See, fine. Nothing to worry about here, my friends.
Alright, I'm gonna walk along with him with my stick in hand.
I'm behind.
My improvised weapon.
I like to imagine your front is very furry, but your back is totally bald. So the children finally realize you're naked and are like
Step
alarmed,
on.
even more so. Seeing your dwarven butt.
Walking with the children.
Okay, like toward the back. With
Dom
the
is
children,
not
yeah.
used to human-sized doors because he's never usually allowed into human establishments.
What will I do then? Is that alright?
So we've got
It's imperative that we must enter, Dom. We must save these children's sibling and their poor parents who are missing in the basement.
So we've got Fogcrum and Alcos at the front.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And then
We're all equal in no armour, right? I'd be like, normally in the back, but fuck it.
Same here, man.
I mean,
Nothing.
yeah, it's just to get a sense of wonder, so I can describe it.
My hair is really thick though. Oh, that's +2 AC, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
and then I think Sora after that.
With the children.
Then Sora with the children.
Someone doesn't trust the creepy children, you're sure hanging around at the back of them all.
Protect them. I
They're in
don't
the
want to go
middle,
to
and
the
then
house.
you guys behind
I
them.
can be at the back. I can like just
Okay,
look
so
around.
then
Is
Ariana
anybody
and
following?
Dom at the back.
I don't think you want to be at the back. I feel like I would be at the back because I would struggle to get through all the doors. I mean, I am
Possibly.
nearly
But
8 foot.
If you want to go behind me.
Are you
I would like
really?
to go get
Holy
to the,
shit.
yeah.
How many?
8 feet.
I really should just
That's
make sure I'm
ridiculous,
not
man.
down.
You're probably touching the ceiling.
Yeah, you definitely have to crouch. Can I? Will you just stay crouched for like as you're in the
Yeah.
house?
It's like Gandalf when he's in the.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
To laugh at your saving throws.
Oh, dexterity is same thing thrown in a corridor that he's basically
Yeah.
spammed.
I tried to roll away.
I'm
No.
dodging.
Oh, there you are.
Aw.
I can make myself a little bit smaller, but usually a Goliath is anywhere between 7'2" and to 8 foot.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be the biggest.
Yeah.
So in the you go up the steps and you're sort of on the stone portico. You can see that there's the oil lamps hanging from the ceiling by some chains, and then the oaken doors that open into a foyer.
Fancy shit.
Hello? Hello?
Well, where's the basement? I guess. we
How
should
high
know
up
that,
is the ceiling? Like, can I touch a lamp?
Yeah, totally.
Dom reaches. Oh, it's hot.
So the ceilings that aren't in the foyer taller than this or lower than this.
Wait, it's a medieval house. It's not going to be this tall.
The first floor has 10-foot high ceilings.
Oh shit! Never mind.
It's a very nice house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually,
fancy place,
before the
right.
basement, where's that sword you mentioned? You said there's a sword in the house.
Yes. So the children aren't there anymore.
Oh, have they?
What?
What?
Shit.
What did you do with the children?
What happened from my perspective? What happened?
What?
You were walking in, and
I was with
suddenly
the
they
children,
weren't. They suddenly
holding
weren't
their
there anymore.
hand like a mother.
Well, the hand is empty.
Okay, guys, not to alarm you. I've lost the children. Please let's leave the house.
What the fuck? Do you lost the children?
I don't know
He's
how
supposed
to
to be watching our
explain
back.
this.
You didn't even watch the children's backs.
They were next to you.
I was holding their hands.
Right, are we in like a room or just like a corridor?
You're in
Is
the
there anything on
entrance
the
hall.
wall? Oh yeah, just an entrance hall. Any swords on the walls?
So in the entrance hall, there's the shield emblazoned with the coat of arms of the of what you presume to be the family of
What
the
is
house.
like for the bombs?
And
Like,
it's a golden windmill on a red background.
right.
And then there's some framed portraits of you know what look to be like possibly relatives or aristocrats.
Do we see the children in any of the portraits?
No,
Oh.
Do they look like?
not that you can tell. No.
Can I put any history to the coat of arms I see on the wall?
You can certainly roll for it.
Can I take the coat of arms off the wall?
18.
Oh damn.
You don't recognize it. But you know, from it you can deduce that the windmill and the farming that this is a farming noble family. You know, a noble family that owns some land.
Were you a local, by the way? You weren't.
To Daggerford, yes.
Oh, you are.
Yes.
So you probably feel like you should recognize it.
Yeah, this is why I'm like, I feel like I should know this place if we're close to everything, so I'm like, But I'm gonna sit on that just to not talk about
I mean, I already established that we're not in Daggerford.
Oh, alright, okay.
Because when we were walking along paths, I didn't recognise the
Right,
path. And you were in the path, obviously you were a baby.
Well,
babies.
we lost the children. If we find the parents, but we lost the children, they're not going to give us shit.
So, did you say there is a shield? Is it a crest or is it like...
No, this is just like a family crest, yeah, like an emblazoned sort of like on a sort of cushion. Kind of
Dom's gonna pick up one of the frames off the wall and then inspect it properly and then kind of compare them to each person.
Dom has no success establishing that any of the people in the paintings are present in the party right now.
Are the doors behind us open?
Who closed the door?
Can I open them?
Classic.
You can try and open them, yeah. Would you like to try?
Okay. So do I roll?
8d12 shock damage.
Well, you can try with your
Yeah.
hand. They don't open.
Try with
Okay,
your butt.
can I ask Dom, could you try and maybe bust the door open?
Bust the door, but it's a nice door.
Just for fun.
Well, what did the door do to me? I don't hit anything if it ain't do nothing to me.
The
Well,
big
it
guy
shut
has
I
a-
me.
have a bit of wood, I hit him and I tell him it was the door.
The door hit me!
I punched the door.
Okay. That's an attack, right? So you need to roll that.
Roll initiative.
The door smacks your fucking ass.
It's an
got
18
an
plus
18.
2, so it's 20.
It's an immobile object,
That's
so you
so
hit
bad,
it
it's
for sure.
ridiculous.
I think it's 20.
Well, if that fails, then we're screwed.
Just a sec, sorry. I just have no idea how to calculate damage on wood without any particular.
Is it sentient?
Well, I'm not really sure
I've
how
been in
damage
this
works
house
to-
for less
to
than a minute
things.
and I've already just punched the door.
See, the machine robbers of our equipment. I had a fucking crowbar in my backpack.
Oh, me too, yeah.
So an unarmed
I have
attack should be
thieves
3 damage, right?
No, but he is an unarmed.
I am an
attacker.
unarmed
That's his
fighter.
specialty.
Oh, you're a monk.
No, it's a
No.
fighter thing.
Oh, it's a fighting thing, right?
So I roll 1d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make the 8. With the 8, yes. It does 3 damage.
You hit it, but it's really sturdy oak, so it takes a bit of a knock, but nothing that you can tell.
While these guys are doing this, I'm going to start reading through the book I had, and when I tell I was one of the items I'll have
Nope.
on me. No, but don't.
No, you don't.
Okay.
That's a book under your pillow. That's not something
Okay.
you're wearing.
It was just as a ruse. I'll go and sit by the stairs and start chanting.
Okay, wait. What stairs? You guys are inside here now. This door's shut, so you're in an entrance hall, and you can see a door in front of you here. So here are the coat of arms and the portraits, and you see a door here in front of you, and
right.
so
So it's like
an entrance hallway.
I thought
So
I had the staircase.
would you like to
Okay.
go through this door? I can draw
We
this.
can go back. So
Well,
So what happened to the door? Nothing
it took some
happened.
damage, but it's a really quite. You can see the build quality of the house, the heavy, thick wooden oak doors. So you can't punch them.
Alright. This looks dire. It looks like the kind of situation where they attack us. So, we should all rush forward at the same time. Grab any weapons available and kill as many of the fuckers that will attack us before we just kick it.
What? Plan. I pick up a picture frame and try and hand one
Do I-
each to everyone.
do I hear anything inside the house?
No.
Dead
not at the
silent.
moment. At the moment, no. Yeah. You're not
What
hearing.
if I open the door slightly bit and put my ear to it?
You hear like some clinking of cutlery.
Thinking of
We're in the
cutlery.
kitchen!
I've got focus.
Okay.
Alright, I want to
You know.
kick those doors open, rush into the hole, wherever it is, and try to find any weapon I can arm myself with.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me just
Should we
draw
not
the next
go
room.
the quiet route?
It's too late.
Say, go quietly, maybe punch a door.
That's true.
Yeah, because I wanted to get out.
Think about how loud that's gonna be.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Man punching it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think things through. Listen, I'm not very smart, alright?
It's alright, I'm not smart either.
Sorry, I just want to get it accurate. It probably doesn't matter exactly, but.
Mark, can we steal some more of your wine?
Yes, but can James procure it?
Do you want some? Have
Yes.
a? Right.
Thank you.
Let's go.
All the boxes and top shelf of the fridge.
Top shelf.
Yeah, it has like it's like one of those like nozzle boxes.
Sorry, Jane.
Once this seems to have calmed down.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, Cass. Yeah, I guess usually we spend the evening, kind of cuddling on the sofa and stuff. So it's maybe just confused as to what the lack of that is. Oh, no peeping.
I wasn't peeking, I was really
Yeah,
disappointed. I'm going to solve your stupid game without cheating, don't you worry about that. My bardic smarts.
It's been so difficult to keep this secret from you, James.
Well, to be fair, if I was going to cheat, I can download the sublines. I can just read it from Trove.
Are we still alive?
Well,
it's
yeah,
from
you're just about to tell me. Presumably, you storm into the room in the same
Yours.
order that you did before. Does that seem okay? So I'll just. So we've got Andres and James up front, then Cass, Neva, and then Max at one, and you storm. No, it's okay. Someone's just coming in.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
What are you doing, man?
Mouse.
No one,
Yo.
no one wants you any harm, buddy. Good guard dog. Good guard dog.
I did a good job.
I know you can hear the keys, buddy, but it's okay.
Alright. So let's. Hey, Miles.
Miles,
Miles.
come here, buddy. Oh, I feel so bad.
Smart.
What the hell?
What a mood he's in today.
Yeah. Poor Mars. Who wants to participate?
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Poor wee guy. Alright, so
There's a hole.
you burst through the doors, ready to look and find in anything. You see to your left a fireplace. On top of it, the promised sword. Big
Yes.
long sword on top of the fireplace. Is anyone?
I'm gonna.
Are you tall enough?
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna jump.
if you
It's too high.
roll me acrobatics for a jump. No? Like a jump back, or do you have to, or no?
I think the jump's static actually. It's
It's on top of a fireplace, so I would assume at 4 foot 8 you can't.
I think
easily
the jump
grab
is
it.
athletics.
landing safely from like jumping combat, but standard jumping, if you look in the player's handbook, it's like a set height based on your height and strength.
Yeah. And
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So there's a formula for that, right?
Let's say it's fine. You.
If not, someone
jump,
can reach it for me.
reach.
Come on.
I mean,
Bastard.
if he was struggling, I would have probably taken it off the wall for him.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
stand away
what
from
we
the
should.
shit and I'm like, spooky, weird house, item,
It's sort of like
Ornamental.
decorative, yeah, like sort of pedestal.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like
So
a
it's-
big.
so it's
got
plastic.
it.
Yeah.
Right, while everybody is so focused on the sword, can I have a look around? Like, what's more?
Yes, so you see a door. So you've just come in through
Yeah.
here. I will just use a little dice to symbolize you guys. You've gone off here, fireplace and sword, excellent. You see this big big staircase going upward. You see a door here, and a door here.
Are they closed? Are they open?
They're closed at the moment, yeah. And there's no
Alright.
one. And but you can hear the faint clinking of like cutlery, like the kind of.
Can I tell where it's coming
Is
from?
it? Yeah.
The kind of you can tell it's coming from like this side, and it just sounds
Up or
like
below?
people eating a meal.
And it hasn't stopped.
No,
Oh, okay.
Above or below? Or same?
same.
Same.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Did you get the sword? Did you manage to succeed?
Yeah, what was it?
I assume yes.
Okay, yeah, you jumped and managed to knock it off.
Mhm.
Nice. I'll say it was a 4'7" fireplace.
That comes up to my crotch.
Dick in the fire.
Can
There's a
I
stool next to the fireplace.
can I inspect the fireplace? Just I want to run my hands around the kind of perimeter, kind of just.
You want to feel it up?
Yeah, I
a
want to
little
feel it
bit?
up.
Yeah, you certainly can. Just the fireplace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just. That was a that was a
19.
fat roll for a dumb man.
Mm.
It's investigation.
Yeah, I assume that was. I mean, it's up to Mannor. What?
But what's your, yes, sure. You can do it. for
That is a 17.
Yeah, I mean it's a black marble fireplace. It looks very fine indeed.
It's pretty sturdy, yes, yes.
You have a minus 2 to your intelligence, right?
You
Yeah.
can't see anything
Oh, okay,
else.
cool.
You can look around a bit more if you
Is
want.
there drawers or?
I'm not smart.
In this room,
I have the
there's
same.
no furniture. It looks like
I got
a
minus
bed
2
with
to
always-
I
7.
mean, you're walking around with no clothes. I don't think I'm going to question that.
What light sources have we seen so far?
There was the oil lamps.
The fireplace. Is the fireplace lit?
On the other side.
Actually, that's an excellent question. Does the fireplace look like it's been used recently?
The fireplace looks clean.
Okay.
So it's not on. It's not on fire.
No, it's not on fire.
Um,
The fireplace is on fire.
Dom's gonna stick his head into the fireplace.
Yeah.
Anything about the light sources? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was just.
It's gonna be one of those comedic things where I'm stuck in there. Just
There's working oil lamps. You can see them sort of on the wall.
Anything detachable, carried like candles or.
Doing the same here.
Are there any windows? In there?
In
Drawers.
this room, are there windows? No.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. There's another door as well.
Oh. A lot of choices.
Yes.
A lot, yep.
you said the clinging, clanging
Yeah.
was over this way.
Door. Is it?
Yes, quite a few
stairs.
doors actually, and stairs upward.
All right.
Is there any books or any drawers or dressers or anything like that?
It's a literally bare room except for the fireplace. It looks like a big sort of grand entrance hallway.
There's nothing under the stairs. Okay.
Can I, from the 3 doors that are from there, can I tell which one the noise is coming from?
Are you going to go up to the door and roll?
Yeah, I want to put my ear to the doors.
Put your ear to the door. Yeah, you can. You can put your ear to the door and find that it's coming from the out of the doors in the little sort of cubby, the one that's furthest to the side.
This.
Point.
Like
Yeah,
the
okay.
one kind of
Yeah.
opposite us?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
I turn to the party and I whisper, should we knock?
Whispering good, yeah, then they won't hear you.
I've
Sorry, I was
already
just
knocked.
joking because you guys had just made a lot of noise.
I know.
I've already knocked.
That's true. You did.
You know what, I try knocking.
Okay.
Okay, no
No
one
one
changes. No.
Okay, then let's not go into that one first.
That sounds wise. What if we were to go to the opposite one in that case?
Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Alright. I'll open it. I'm good with doors.
All right, but be gentle. Be careful.
Is there another door?
It's plenty doors, yeah. There's this one and that one as well.
That's a door.
4 doors
Is
and 3
that,
doors.
is that a door?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the-
yeah.
yeah,
That's
that's
the door
the
that I
bottom
just.
door, yeah.
I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Is it a turn knob? Is it a pull down? Is it a flat push?
Fuck,
Is
I
it a
don't know.
slide?
Yes, fucking
Is it
magic
a
door.
4-string boils up?
No, it's just a normal sort of nice,
No.
fancy medieval knob.
Okay, so using my massive.
It's got a
hands-
handle. That's it.
Yeah, I'm going to use my 3 fingers to try and make human-sized hands and twist the knob and gently for me push it. It might be a hard shove for some people, but for me it's.
You see the room. You see
Yep, there's a room here.
So it's got like oak paneling on the sides. There's a fireplace there.
Is that-
On the end, above the fireplace is like a stag's head.
Oh.
Anybody wants to fight with
And
hunters?
around the room are 3 stuffed wolves. You see also some armchairs like around the fireplace. It looks a bit like a sort of like hunter's den kind of.
This is a human place, all right.
The padded chairs around the fireplace have some animal furs that sort of draped on them, and there's an oak table where there's on the table there's a cask of wine, some 2 goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabra. There's a chandelier hanging above you guys. And that's on the other side. There's a table. There's 4 chairs. These are the 2 chairs on the smaller table I mentioned. And then there's 2 cabinets against the walls. Which walls? This one. There's a cabinet here and a cabinet here. And
The feng shui is wrong.
the feng shui is wrong. Complain to the owner, yeah.
I will bring it up.
That's all you see. So.
Can we see what's in the cabinets? Or are they like...
Are
Yeah,
they
you
like
can-
closed? Or do they have glass, or is it just wood?
No, it's wooden cabinets, sort of like,
Alright.
but looks like doors. So yeah, just tell me whatever you.
I would like to go around the table rather than do a call out.
Yeah. Why not? Why don't we do it in order? So you went in first, but then we'll follow the order that you guys
Okay.
were in by default.
Dom is
where would you go?
quenched, so he sees the
Oh, no.
wine and wants to pour himself a glass.
Okay.
But he does it very clumsily because he obviously, I'm assuming there's a handle or something to pour. He just grabs the whole thing and just kind of pours it in like that,
Great.
and then
Drinks it.
drinks it.
It's a fantastic wine.
This is great stuff, guys.
That's poor manners, man. You don't know who that belongs to.
Well, it belongs to me now.
In that case, you might share as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's like lovely.
I love a good bit of mead.
Great. You can tell like the joke. Do you have much knowledge about wine now?
No, he just likes alcohol. That's his favourite
It
drink.
tastes very alcoholic. Yeah. So next would be Fulcrum. It's a longsword, by the way. Are you okay to use that one?
Yes, I am.
Just sideways.
Fighter, you could use anything.
Yeah.
Jet lag.
Yeah. No problem for the size.
Cool, that's fine. I just wanted to check.
No, I just want to check if it looks lived in,
So they'll,
But I think that the wine actually answers that. I would assume without that, yeah, it does look lived in.
Yeah, it looks
I'm gonna let the others.
clean, you know,
Yeah.
well kept.
I'm just gonna let the others go inside.
It's your turn, Alcos.
Okay, so there's 2 cabinets.
Yes.
The table. Where were the wolves?
The wolves are around the room. I can show you where exactly.
I'm assuming the wine was on this table with the 4 chairs.
No, the wine was on this table, the sort of like table by the fire. This is
fire.
where it was this, and then sorry, I'm not meaning to do this in a different color. I don't want to spook you guys. There's stuffed wolves. Give me a sec. Sorry, it's so hard. The map is so tiny.
We like bag.
Yeah, my former flatmate made it.
Really?
Yeah, just crochet.
That's the wolves. They're sort of like decoratively.
I'm going to go and approach the pipe and see if there's any means of lighting it or any tobacco, because I'm kind of stressed and a good smoke would really chill me out right there now.
You should have some wine.
Oh, thank you, Dan.
I pour him a very bad cup of wine.
You don't see anything. It's just a pipe crack. So I suppose the pipes are there. So
And the tobacco's not there. The tobacco's there, the means of lighting it.
the tobacco's there. Means of lighting are also there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll take a seat and just contemplate the situation.
Tom is also going to sit in the other seat, but who, I don't know.
Somebody's gonna walk in and they're gonna be like,
Fill the toilets.
Sora, you're next. What do you?
I would like to do the cabinet.
All to the cabinets. Yeah, which cabinet did you go up to?
The one next to the door.
The one next to the door.
Yeah.
It's locked.
Do I see a key
Would you
around?
like to? No.
Can I take the other one?
Yeah. The other one is unlocked.
Okay, I'll open that one.
Let's see. Thank you.
It's a small box with a deck of playing cards and some more wine glasses and sort of kind of hosting.
No worries. Okay.
What, are you trying to get in there?
Yeah.
I'm quite nifty with locks.
I'm allergic
Yeah.
to dogs, so good
I
try.
don't know.
Okay.
Well, it's
Would
hay
you
fever time as well, so
maybe-
like,
That as
I will
well,
go
yeah.
Try to lock
using a
it.
lock.
Dom is going to attempt to pull the door off its hinge.
Okay.
Which door?
Off the cupboard. That.
Tavern.
I'm not gonna make you roll. It's kind of like again really heavy wood. So I think I just don't know. I just don't think you could like
Fair enough.
pull it open.
Right, so this one seems stuck. Better call a professional.
It is a lock though. You can see it's like a
Yeah.
a lock that's
I
not
don't know how to
opaque.
lock
Well,
or...
Well, I
Put a
used
knife
to
in
have
between
these
the,
tools.
Yeah,
I'm kind
well.
of like a criminal.
Is
Yeah, but I
there
can pick
cutlery?
locks.
Is there cutlery?
Are you?
Yeah,
Well-
there's some cutlery in the
Do you wanna try doing it with a fork?
hosting stuff.
Yeah, or like I would probably have some sort of like a pin in my house and something like that. Like if it's, you know. Yeah.
Still work on the beer, but actually, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah,
Could I-
you're welcome to
Yeah, try to
pick it. Yeah,
Yeah. What would that be? Is that dexterity?
yeah, dexterity.
Yeah. Okay.
Sleight hand?
Oh.
9 plus 2, not bad. Oh, yeah.
Well, so it depends. Oh no, it's dexterity anyway, so it's 11. probably.
No, you can't.
Oh, but no,
You
no.
have to
Yeah.
manage to pick the lock.
Alright. Are both of the cabinets locked? This way?
No, the other one
Oh.
had like cups.
Oh yeah, so the
How-
playing cards and stuff like that.
What
Yeah.
like expressions are the wolves having? Are their mouths open? Are they closed? Are they?
The wolves, they look like the classic sort of like mounted, it's like the sort of like, and one is like, they're in different kind of positions, like set up.
Are there any curtains or table sheets
There's a
that
tablecloth on the table with
Perfect.
the
Can I wrap it
chairs.
around my waist?
Absolutely, you can.
Excellent.
Are there any?
No, it isn't. It's just it's like a plain purple.
Ooh, fun. That's very imperial. I like it.
Are there any other doors, or is this like a?
No, this room
Okay.
doesn't have any other doors.
Dom got quite comfortable looking at you without clothes, and I don't like you wearing this gown.
To manifest your.
I'm just gonna check on the like cabinet off the hinges thing because I am making that up and I'm not really sure what I should let you or not let you do.
All right.
If it helps, I can also just punch it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's less.
Thing is, what are we trying to do here anyway? You're just like barging into somebody's house because like
Just trying shit out.
they just open all the cabinets.
I mean, this is why Dom's not allowed into human establishments.
I can understand why.
You can see his Goliath home. It's great. It's just like a hoarder's den.
Oh, she's communicating. Oh, she's so close from talking.
I know. I'm saying sometimes she'll make noises and it'll sound
Like a word, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'm gonna if you're gonna try and break off the hinges of the cabinet or try and sort of pull the door out, that's
You'll allow
Okay.
Absolutely.
So am I doing a strength check, an athletics check, or
Strength, yeah.
He's gonna make it right.
6.
+2? That is an 8.
All right.
Nah, this is some real fine wood they've used here. It's a bit beyond your skill at the moment.
I gave it another go, but don't seem like it's going anywhere.
That's alright, thank you for trying.
Try punching it again.
No, that's alright. I think they won that.
Someone want to heat up the lock? I saw a guy do it once with. It's quite nice. Well, you got a sword.
I got a sword, yes.
Oh yeah.
I can cut the fucking thing open. Doesn't work like that.
I don't know. I don't use a sword.
I think we should keep moving. We should investigate the rest of the rooms.
Okay,
Not the one with the weird noises though, but the rest.
I agree.
What
I
did the
mean,
second cabinet have in it?
It's
locked.
No, it's
Oh, it's
locked.
not glass fronted.
It's locked.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's wood fronted.
I mean, even if we haven't made any enemies yet, if we start smashing cabinets, I think we will very quickly.
Yeah.
So maybe let's move on.
Yeah. All right. So
I guess we need to go back.
Shall we try this one?
Is that
Yeah.
the one with the?
no, that's the
No,
one.
no,
With,
no,
no,
oh,
no,
you're
no,
right.
Shall we try this one?
Yeah, let's go with that for that one.
I would
Dom's gonna
like
bring
to
the
check.
wine with him.
The goblet or the jug?
The whole jug and the goblet.
Great.
Excellent.
Just pour it.
I would like to check to see if it's unlocked.
Yes, it's unlocked.
Okay.
You open it.
I open it slowly and peek in.
Okay. You see a cloakroom. Some cloaks hanging. There.
Anybody need any more clothes?
Just
need a
from
cat to
hooks
go
on the wall, different types of cloaks. And there's a top hat on the high shelf.
Are there any children's clothes? By chance.
Yes, yeah, you see different heights.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab one appropriate for my height.
Can I go to the
You're wearing
pockets?
cloaks now.
Mr. Della.
Huh?
Is there
Never mind.
pocket?
Get on. So,
Dada.
yeah, just repeat
Oh.
it after me. We were doing noises anyway, but yeah.
It's Dada. Dada?
No, she's not going to.
Just gotta have the back and forth.
You want to do her facing out then? She seems quite awake. Or in the chair. Maybe facing out.
She's a bit in and out of sleep and
Yeah,
awake.
she was good.
No, that's fine, that's fine. Just.
Is there pockets?
No, they're just sort of like wool cloaks, you know, the elven sort of looking ones.
Is there shoes?
Perfect.
I don't want to be racist.
Is there shoes?
There's a pair of muddy boots.
Are there any Goliath-sized clothes?
What?
You could probably get away with one of the cloaks as a sort of sleeve.
Can you get the
No, I'm
top
kidding.
hat?
I don't know what size you are, but it would probably be like a top on you, right?
Okay,
Like
he
a
grabs
cloak.
the. I'm gonna grab the top hat.
You get one like it says like a
It
bathrobe,
looks ridiculously tiny on your head.
like a sexy
These
bathrobe.
guys are inspecting the checking the cloakroom. I'll see that I can flick the latches on the cupboards with my knife.
Ah.
Sure, absolutely. You can. I'll let you attempt it once more. What would that be? A sort of, are you trying to pick the lock?
Not if it's a simple catch that lifts when you turn a key. I'm just going to slide my
Ah,
knife and try and pick
yes.
the latch up. So without skill. If it's actually going to require jimmying, then I'll make
Yeah,
it.
it's jimmying. So whoever's tried to pick it, you can try jimmying it with your knife. But I won't allow it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realise it had been tried to be picked. Sorry.
I tried to.
Yeah, no, don't worry. That's why I'm refreshing.
They
So
literally
Emma
tried
tried
to
to
pull
pick it
off
with
its
some
hinge.
cutlery and a pin,
Right.
and Max tried to take it off its hinges. So I'll allow an attempt of jimmying with knife. That seems fair.
Was it sleight of hand now? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
yeah.
yes, right.
Do you have proficiency, Emma?
No,
Then it wouldn't
sadly
matter.
not.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got stealth.
What do you get?
Double digits?
7, 8, 9.
No,
No, eight,
another.
sorry,
Yeah.
no.
God.
Oh, well, that's fine.
So okay, so this is just a
So
cloak
you've
from
seen the
here.
cloakroom now. This is
So-
let me just
Try the other door.
try
That
this
is
You got a
the.
hat?
Yes.
I've got
Yep.
a hat.
You got a hat?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a hat.
What? Should not wear the hat?
So you've got two doors. You've got the one here where you is where you
Noises.
heard the noises.
So we're going
You're
to
still
the
going
room,
on.
room that doesn't have noises.
Yeah.
It's the one that doesn't have noises.
I love how we're saving the best for last.
Yeah.
Be so confused with this 7-foot man with a tiny top hat coming in.
I'm surprised nobody had us yet. Come
I'm
on.
surprised no one's come out and be like, "What are you guys doing?"
Just like throwing cabinets.
Ooh, what is this? Kitchen.
No, maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
what's that?
a button.
You're allowed to see that. That's what I was checking. I should drop some more flavor. Boop, boop, boop.
That's the oven? Question mark.
It's too large to be the oven, surely.
Hmm.
Christ. So to your, so you see a fireplace, not like a fireplace, like a sort of cooking hearth kind of thing. You see a big table that looks like a you know, like
Where you keep
like a butcher's block or something.
Oh,
like
that's
one of
what
those
I
big,
was. The other way around then.
You see on the block and on the walls some knives, some pans. Yeah,
I
like
grab a decently sized knife.
Mm.
cool. Yeah.
I might grab a
You have
couple
a-
of knives as well, because I've got a dagger, but
I've
like,
got
I
that
mean,
as well.
yeah, but
Yeah.
just put a knife. I don't know.
I would
Yeah.
just like to keep it in my hands.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's gonna be the best, like when we come in and like people will see us.
Good day.
One of the knives is a sort of like butcher's knife. Would you
Like a cleave?
take one of the?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, give that to the big guy. He
I
probably knows
don't
how to
need
handle
it.
it.
I've got big mouth fists.
Oh, that's true. Oh, right.
I mean, I'll take it.
No, that's really a fucking hammer you've got there. Man. So,
So
yeah.
you've got a sword. I don't know. I can take it.
All right.
Why not? A tiefling
What's the
will
other thing? What's the thing in front of the cooking area? What's this?
The weird circle thing I drew.
No, this.
No, I think that was the fire, and that's the big
hearth,
table.
Then the big table. Next to the table
Yeah.
is like a sort of like sink-looking thing. You know, like a
And
sort of like a.
what is
big
what is the
bucket
fuck?
to wash things.
What is this in the corner?
And then that
It's
is
a sink.
you.
Oh, that's the sink, right? Yeah.
But beyond that, you see this small pantry, and there's burlap sacks and sort of like
Okay.
storage
Sure.
things just on the walls, empty as far as you can see.
Cool.
Oh yeah, like
And what's this little thing that we can see in the corner?
by the stairs.
You see there, and you see a dumbwaiter. So
What is
A
this?
bell thing?
one of those boxes in the walls that can be used to like bring
Yeah.
like dishes.
Yeah.
There's one in the
upstairs
fiasco,
and things.
right?
Yeah.
We had one in the fiasco game.
Oh yeah.
Is it open?
Yeah, you can open it.
Yeah.
It just like has one of those sliding door kind
Is
of
it
things.
While
is it there or is it the drop?
It's
Like-
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
while the party does that, I'll have a thorough investigation of the cloakroom.
Sure. Okay.
The
You
art-
want
the
to
art-
roll for
The items that are in there, the walls in it, etc. What am I rolling for?
like a perception? If you're
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yes, investigation. Yeah.
It's perception to spot anything, right? And investigation to work out what the thing is, right? So it is
Yeah,
perception.
I'd say that.
Okay.
Yeah. Here it seems to perception is how you like look a bit more deeply.
Mm-hmm. What do you get?
5.
God, I have a roll so.
There sure are cloaks on the in the cloakroom.
Can I have a look in the pantry? Like, so you said there's no food? Is it just like? some-
Yeah, you're seeing like there's sort of like burlap sacks that would contain that you would expect to contain food, but they're all empty.
Okay, everything empty. Okay.
So and yeah, like you know everything's clean and tidy.
That's weird. Sure is weird. Well, we now have a choice of stairs or the door.
All right, guys.
Well, did anyone check the sacks?
The
What?
sacks?
The burlap sacks. Did no one?
Or maybe
No, I
I'll have a look since I'm in the pantry. So yeah.
You
Alright.
look,
Is
into
it-
them; they're
Are they?
empty.
They're empty. Yeah. Nothing bad.
Oh, they're obviously empty. They're sitting like just straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are sort of like, you know, the kind of the ones that you kind of roll out and there could be things in them, but you don't.
Yeah.
Any like cleaning utensils, dustpan, brushes, or just knives and pots?
There's a dustpan and brush in the corner. Yeah.
I'll take that. I had one in my inventory and I'm missing.
Are you just salty about the missing inventory?
No, I'll leave it be.
Can I
You can take the dustpan and brush.
can I take a sack as a makeshift rucksack?
Yeah, why not?
Right, guys, you got anything you want me to carry? Put in here.
Okay, guys.
Oh, that's all right. Guys, I believe this is a trap. Things are suspicious, and there are sounds coming from the next room. I believe we should barge in, attack anyone on sight, and make them hostages. That way, if we are wrong, we can apologize. If we're right, well, we'll save our own lives.
And we killed the children.
No, we're not gonna kill anyone. And the fucking children were fake.
I have.
I mean,
raided
they
an
disappeared.
Yeah, I have raided an orphanage in the previous life. So I mean, yeah, that's kind of out of character.
What?
We did kill a lot of innocent children.
Right,
but-
Wait,
so
what?
In a different life.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, that is kind of out of character.
Which universe was that?
I think maybe we should see if the door is unlocked and peek in rather than barge in and then attack everyone.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's behaving suspiciously, it's us.
Also, question: have we seen no windows thus far?
I did
Oh.
ask, but it was at the beginning. So
There was windows in the yeah, in
Was
that
there
room.
anything outside? If we can just do a little backtrack.
It just looked as it looked when you came in.
Or what happened to a misty?
Yeah.
Well, could we open them?
No, they're like not openable windows.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's like old-fashioned.
Well,
But no rooms in the other rooms so far. No,
Right.
no rooms in the no windows in the pantry.
Well, should we meet the hosts? I don't know.
So are we going in and we're fighting them? Yep.
I believe that's the plan, yes.
Alright, so I'm not much of a leader, but
But not kill them, we just threaten them.
but kill the children.
No, the children are No.
Okay. What? So I'm lost. Why are we killing the children?
We're not, but we are opening the door and we are attacking whoever's inside.
Alright, even if they're children.
Well, I guess. But
That maybe he is big boy.
if it's the same children, we run.
Right, so I think she looks the strongest, so she should go first.
You're kidding me. No.
Shall we have a vote? Who thinks we should barge in? Who thinks we should peek in?
Pecan.
Okay, that's 2 peek in.
All right.
What do you think?
I'll go with the majority.
That's not how it works. It's a tie.
Decide.
It's 2 barge, 2 peak. I think you're kingmaker.
Yeah, you are.
You're holding a dustpan and brush as you.
Let us peek.
All right. You can.
Everybody agree? Okay. Once again, I will check that the door is unlocked.
It is.
I will open it slightly and peek in.
You see a beautiful dining table,
Ooh.
carved mahogany, 8 seats around it, a lavish feast on the table.
Oh.
No one sitting on the chairs.
Oh
Do they still
shit.
hear it? The noises.
No, let's stop this in a joke.
Can I do detect magic now?
You can.
Okay.
So it's within 30 feet.
Yeah.
I'll describe a little bit more for flavor. There's a cask of wine, some goblet.
Wine?
Pardon me. I was reading the wrong section. There's a crystal chandelier above the table. There's beautiful silverware. Everything polished. A marble fireplace. I will draw the room now. And above the fireplace there's a framed painting of an alpine vale.
Ooh, nice.
It's beautiful. There's again wall paneling carved with some images. There's windows as well. 3 windows facing outside with silk drapes. And a tapestry with some sort of horse-mounted nobles chasing after wolves.
Wolves. Right.
Hangs from a rod in the other opposite wall.
Sure don't like wolves in here.
The feast looks beautiful. There's a roast, hearty root veg kind of in platters at the sides, and it looks like abandoned partway through. It
So
looks like
the plates are served and everything.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Do I sense any magic?
And I'm just going to draw the room for a moment.
Like a king, look how you're sitting. What a distinguished gentleman.
So regal.
Yes, very distinguished.
He is a dog. Just imagine him in like a little tie.
I love you too?
See, that sounded a bit like I love you.
Or like a oh whoa whoa.
No, definitely not.
And it's just like, wow, fancy fees.
Fancy shit.
Wow.
Opulent.
There's the tapestry. There's the fireplace with the painting.
I mean, from my perspective, it looks like mum.
How
So.
many chimneys is
Well, banquets by mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You cast detect magic.
Yeah.
You cast detect magic, and all the food's glowing.
The food's glowing.
You can actually detect the type of magic it is. It's illusionary magic.
Oh.
Okay. So before she really even done that, don't want to run straight into it and try to dive in.
Don't.
I mean, it
Well,
doesn't matter.
halfway through, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you start eating.
Yeah, and I'll just try to stop you. Don't. It's not real.
How long does detect magic take?
Um,
Maybe it takes
10 minutes?
I think it lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, wait, is it instantaneous? Yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure.
think
That's
it's,
why I was just
um,
checking.
10 minutes.
How much? Like
concentration.
basically.
Oh,
how
the preparation
far-
10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can cast it as a ritual for 10 minutes, or you can cast it straight up and it lasts for 10 minutes.
Ah, I see.
It also
Detect
has a verbal
magic
and somatic
is.
components.
Yeah, it's just an action, so it's.
I
it's
see.
fast. It's fine.
Yeah. And yeah, it lasts for up to 10
Oh, is it
minutes.
one of those spells you burned?
So, what does
Another one.
illusionary food taste like? Is it like plankton?
It tastes delicious.
Oh, it actually tastes.
It tastes
Oh, I
incredible.
wonder
Yeah.
about the wine, to be honest. Can I, am I detecting anything about the wine? I think you're still holding the
I
wine.
am still holding the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
the
glowing
same.
as
They're
well?
glowing as well. Yeah.
Right.
You tell us this.
Yeah. I'll shout to him, like...
Does that mean it's good?
Well, is it?
It means you can have as much as you want.
It tastes delicious.
No
Let's have a
calories.
look though.
I mean, you've had some as well.
Okay, knowing it's an illusion, I'm
Yeah.
going to make an investigation roll to see whether I can see what it really tastes like.
Ah. Is that like a saving throw against magic or some shit like that?
It's saving throw against illusion. You first have to know it's illusion or be tipped off that it's illusion, and secondary you make an investigation check to. It's
Okay.
why illusions fucking rock, because they don't have standard saving throws.
Oh, right. Yeah, that sounds broken. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was going to stop rolling this dice.
I've got a 9. No, 6.
8.
You can't tell much about.
Good.
Okay.
You're trying to figure out what the illusion tastes like. No, you know, it does taste good.
Well, to me, it tastes good, so.
Yeah.
And don't
Do you
keep
try
drinking.
Do you try some?
Well, that's what I was just tasting it just to use the investigation roll to see what
At
it's
least you
work
want to
out.
make
Yeah.
it
Because if you
fast.
mask something
Calories.
with it, investigation will reveal it as what it truly is.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's fake stuff, all this.
Yep.
Well, it sure looks
Second.
real.
It's.
Well, it isn't.
Well, how do you know?
I've got my ways of knowing.
Okay, go fair
You
enough.
wouldn't understand.
In this room, no cabinets or anything. It's just the table, the fancy table, the fireplace, and the window.
Yeah, there's the wood paneling on the walls with the images,
Right.
the tapestry, the curtains. It's sort of decoration.
And again, no further door from here?
No,
That's
no, it's
Just upstairs.
It seems,
Just the upstairs.
if one were to say, you probably have finished exploring the first floor.
Yeah.
It's a rectangle. You've seen windows now on
Yeah.
Other than
on
the
all sides.
illusionary
It makes
food,
sense, yeah.
is there anything else that's kind of like out of place in this room?
Do you want to perhaps roll a perception if you're investigating the room a little bit?
Oh, that's terrible.
But fitting.
Not,
What if I just rolled? It's probably a minus. Let's be real. That is a 6.
Is it a 5?
yeah, it looks like a room. It's like chairs and a table.
Yeah,
here.
right.
Solid
This,
room.
If the table and what's on it is sort of ensorcelled according to our magical friend here, I'll check underneath to see if it's described with any runes that might, cause it to
Okay, yeah.
be enchanted.
So you look under it, but you don't see any.
what? So it doesn't seem like there's anyone here. Should we go home?
Well, we can't.
Can't
That's the
exactly,
problem.
'cause, yeah.
Oh right, yeah, got.
Right, in that case, we'll have to check the upper floor.
Okay. You walk upstairs. Is everyone still good to play? It is 9 o'clock. I know Abby.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I'll
true.
stay for a little bit longer.
Cool.
That's
No
fine.
problem.
Wait! We can do something clever. I can go inside here, and you'll hoist me up to the second floor, and I'll have a peek from inside the device.
Are you gonna fit in there?
Oh,
It
maybe.
is a small-sized character would fit in it. Yes.
Oh,
So
a
I
small
don't know
size.
if
No,
you're-
I'm
yeah,
not.
you're medium, yeah.
A medium,
I
yeah.
think I'll fit.
No, you wouldn't.
The baby, put the baby.
I mean, you can go in.
A medium.
You can turn into a small creature, no?
I can.
While they're working this planet, I'll examine the
I
tapestry.
could turn into a cat.
Okay. Could you
Turn
roll
into
me a
whatever you
perception?
want.
The idea makes no sense
Something
whatsoever, though.
Sorry?
The idea makes no sense whatsoever. It's something that my character would like to do. Maybe other
It's,
characters.
it's my character. My character would love to.
I'm
host
right.
that.
Yeah. Maybe other characters would
Oh.
think better of it.
Hold on, some 19.
Oh wait, whoa, whoa, whoa!
What's happening there?
What happened?
Investigating the tapestry.
Aha!
you look at it closely, and the more that you look at the sort of woven figures, the more you can tell actually the faces look quite gaunt.
Oh.
And what?
What? In this setting? No.
Yeah, all the dead wolves around? No, sorry.
And the wolves too look thin, like almost skeletal. Alive, right? But
Are there-
Come alive or something.
In this room, are there any mirrors?
no.
Garlic.
I'll check behind the tapestry also. Max has done this.
No, there's nothing behind the tapestry.
Just checking that we're not vampires.
Recalling the pictures in the foyer, do the faces in the picture in the tapestry have any bells?
No.
Any features in the tapestry that may have reminded us from any landscape that we've seen around here?
Ah.
It looks like it was in the same. Yeah, it looks. It doesn't look like a widely different landscape. You know, forests, plain fields, the kind of things you saw that surrounded the house.
How many
Yeah.
wolves were there in the picture? In the tapestry?
Two.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of the two wolves, do they have distinguished?
What are their names? I
Are they? Do they look like the ones that were in the first room? Like, are there any like similarities?
Yes, you can tell. No,
One has
you
a
can't
red
tell.
hat and one has a blue hat, like the previous one.
I forgot to tell you about the hats.
Oh no.
No.
Any candles on the table?
Yes, candlestick with candles.
I'll take the candles because I have no light sources.
This is a candelabrum with like 6 candlesticks.
All of them. Very Jewish.
Whoops. Made him accidentally Jewish now.
It's Hanukkah. All right.
Oh yeah, 5 makes more sense.
But all right.
So,
Try my new improved inventory. Lighter, streamline the
Okay, so are we going upstairs?
yeah, I mean, I'd say don't rub out the one.
There's only one way to go, and that's upstairs. Yeah.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
I'll go
Has the
first,
biggest
along with
sword.
the big guy here.
Mate,
You, yes.
Right.
Every time I say big guy, it's you.
my name's Dom though.
I'm the short one in my family.
I am the short one in my family. They always make fun of me. They're like, Dom's the shortest. Dom, Dom, Dom.
Fine, Dom. I'll go with Dom first.
Alright.
You go up. There is another hall similar to the one you saw prior. Let me draw. Don't look at my things. It's a big, enormous picture, and it's like, well, maybe the book will be on the table when I'm playing. Who knows? Maybe that crazy coincidence.
You need one of those, DMs.
I know. I've ordered one, but it's in a
excellent.
warehouse. still.
Yeah, I actually have one, so I can bring them.
I've ordered the Curse of Strahd specific one, which has got all the
fair
like
enough.
stats
Cheat
and
sheets.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the stats for it.
If you used Roll20, you could have the whole map already laid out, and then
Yeah.
just reveal the rooms.
Oh, absolutely, but then I need a screen, right?
got a screen.
I want to do it in the thing so everyone can like put their pieces on it and be like, "Ooh."
You can put pieces on the screen.
It's true.
I don't understand
But-
technology.
No, but it's got like that charm, you know,
Yeah.
like a true
I have a
tabletop.
pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is possibly like telling your slide too much, but I'm just gonna draw the hallway. It's hard to do it without. So. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Zoop, zoop.
The Asteres.
So you came up from here and you're going there. And you can see Pop.
Oh, what's that?
Another fucking fireplace goes alive.
What?
There's a fireplace, a mantelpiece. The first thing that you see is a wood framed portrait and you recognize two of them immediately.
Children!
Oh no!
You also, on the portrait, see a man and a woman. Stern and sort of stony looking. And the man's also holding like a swaddled baby.
Okay, so there is a
Okay.
third sibling.
Right.
Yeah, so like just a sort of a wee bundle. Something weird about the way the mum's looking at that.
Yeah, which reminds me, there was supposed to be a basement, wasn't it? According to
You
the children.
see 4 sets of armor
Oh.
flanking the room where those delightful little
God, there could be in
doodles
there.
are.
Inside is it a farmer?
They each are clutching a spear
Uh-huh.
and have a helm shaped like a wolf's head. Again, the wood paneling has sort of intricate carvings.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, the marble staircase that you just went up continues upward to another floor, but it's kind of a funny cold draft.
Uh-huh.
Looking at the sets of armor,
Yes.
are they wearing chainmail?
They are not wearing chains.
They would not be your size, so.
Chainmail
They
can be
are-
anyone's size. That's the whole thing with chainmail. Chainsmail?
Actually,
It is decorative looking armor, but somebody,
also,
fitted.
can we use the realistic armor rules suggested in the manual? Like, when it comes to heavy armor, you cannot just pick any armor and wear it.
Yeah,
But
you'd
that-
have to fit it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah. Whomever, like, if someone was off that size, they could wear it.
Yeah, that's specific size, but otherwise, yeah, you have to fit it.
Isn't it? Every
Yeah.
piece is tailored.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, even like on human standards, like 2 different
Sure.
human adults cannot wear the same sort of like plate armor.
I'd say it wouldn't count as the full armor. You could maybe like makeshift some of the gauntlets or something, but you couldn't wear the entire
Cool.
set of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, these are too small for you, but they are large. I don't know what size you are. Technically.
I don't know.
Large.
Upper end of medium, isn't it?
I think they are like still medium creatures. I'll
Okay,
find
yeah,
out.
that's fine. Okay, well they are medium sized,
Yeah.
but yes, like I say,
They're medium size.
you
Except
are.
Well-
for purposes of grappling, where they count as a size larger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
but it wouldn't fit either of us. Yeah.
I presume it wouldn't have taken us 10 minutes to go up the stairs. Can I still see like anything magical?
Not in this room, no.
When it's my turn.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Is it now?
Yes.
Yes.
The wood paneling with the carvings on it, I'll have a look at that.
Okay.
Seems
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, you want to sort of inspect it a bit more.
Just see what the
perception.
carvings are and see whether the draft is coming from the carving since the windows are sealed shut as far as you
There's no windows in this room actually because
okay.
you're in the middle of the house, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you roll? Perception.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so the carvings, so it's it's like oak paneling that goes up to the midway point, but it has a sort of decorative like paneling ream above, and to you it looked like sort of dancing people, kind of like a sort of chain of dancing people.
Oh, they like rail one.
Like a
Yes,
conga.
exactly. So there's like a panel of decoration above the thing. But actually, now that you're looking at it again, much like in the tapestry, you're seeing these people. They're not dancing. They're like all emaciated and sort of like clawing at themselves and yeah, it's quite chilling. It's quite chilling faces. The ones you can see, obviously, it's not very big. The cold draft is coming from upstairs. Yeah.
From upstairs, from here. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What sort of reputation has the city that we were going to? Like,
Daggerford.
Daggerford. It's
is
a bit
it?
of an everything city, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have like a specific.
No.
Yeah, it's
Well-
fortified. It has like it guards. It has trade routes to Waterdeep. It's
Yeah,
it's
so
just-
it's not known for vampires. I mean.
But at this point, you're really starting to get a sense that you're.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we would.
Yeah, Dom and I have, I think, articulated that we're not where we think we are, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we're both from Daggerford, and this isn't.
Oh yeah,
Daggerford.
that's true. That's true.
All right. Shall we keep going up because there's no other way to go?
Oh, there are doors. So.
Oh, okay,
I
never
think I
mind.
assume that those was
Yeah.
Oh, there are doors.
Yes, there's 3
Plenty.
doors actually. Max, would you mind marking them
What
for
sort
me?
of suits of armour carrying
Spears.
spears?
I'm just gonna put them
Do you want to grab
inside.
one?
Sorry?
Do you want to grab one?
Yeah, so
I
yeah,
was just
here.
wondering, yeah,
and then
whether they're-
behind, like, not like hidden in any way, but like between that armor and the stairs, there's another door.
Here.
No, there. Yeah.
Some of the players handbook or
Oh no, sorry, like on the wall.
Oh, on the walls.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Just like essentially, as you come up the stairs, straight to
Sure.
your right, there's a door, and then
Sure.
yeah,
There's
just
a
use
bloody
use the
stain
white
right
light.
on top of the stairs.
You gotta use the white light.
We can assume that there will probably be a wall around here.
Yeah. It's a pretty good.
Actually, no.
Good job.
The wall is here. But never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not exact.
Yeah.
So I can.
I'll grab one of the spears if they're going. Do they come pretty away from the hands? How's this set up? I'm assuming there's.
Yeah, they're sort of like holding them like that, but they're holding them in armor, so it's quite simple.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
hold them out. Yeah, they're not holding the, it's just armor.
Cool. Seeing as I was spooked by the all these weird things I'm saying, I'm really.
You leave your dustbin and brush after all this time.
Stick in a dumb sack.
Yeah, dumb sack, stick it in dumb sack.
This time I have a feeling like we should be looking for some like, I don't know, wooden chairs or something like that, or something wooden that we can break.
The picture of the kids and the creepy family.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
I'll
above-
let you call them creepy family. I think by this point,
Yeah.
it's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
It's above the fireplace, yes. Does it look like there's dust around it, or is it like well kept?
Everything looks clean to you.
Okay. Can I attempt to take
Looks clean.
it down? Can I
Yeah, you can.
unhook?
Yeah. You unhook the picture.
All right, I'm gonna take it with me.
What?
The picture.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
quite big. It's like the size of that mirror.
That's probably that's wieldy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Carry your sack and your picture.
Is it good for reference, boy?
Yeah, yeah. It's
We won't forget now.
Right.
Alright.
it's my makeshift weapon or my makeshift shield.
So since we've established a precedent, should we check the left door first?
This one.
Yeah. Do I hear any noises coming from anywhere? Or did the noises stop as soon as we opened the door to the feast table?
But yeah, those noises stopped as soon as you opened
Yeah,
that
but do
door.
I hear
But
any other noises?
you can now hear a sort of like thing like.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
coming from
up.
that room.
No, like
In
not.
general.
You're coming from the room at the other side, like.
Absolutely not.
Like a
With
dog?
Yes, it was a very poor impression, but yes.
my
Like little whimpers.
given my backstory,
Okay.
I would have.
A tiny wolf, I hope.
Does Dom hear this?
Yeah, everyone hears this.
Given Dom's backstory of being a folk hero saving a weasel, he would instinctively just burst down the door and like try and aid wherever this noise is coming from.
Oh well.
Okay, bye.
Let me draw you a room. Let me draw you a room. Up.
How's Weasel going? Is his animal?
Yeah, Weasel's good. Weasel's good. Weasel sleeps in your mouth.
Sorry,
so
not
you
Weasel.
carry
Fuzz.
it.
In your mouth?
In my mouth.
I just yeah,
Disgusting.
I can Deus Ex the Weasel. That's fine. Keep the Weasel. I like it. What is happening to your little baby? You see a piano. Just go ahead.
Ooh.
It's good piano.
Ooh. Thanks. Yeah, no, pretty good actually. And there are chairs here, but chiefly though, as you walk in the room to save the weasel, fucking whatever
The
the
animal.
puppy sounding thing. Sorry, let me just read it out if you don't want to. I should
You're
probably
like a
set
imp.
that for a second.
Beep, beep, beep.
It's not in the bird, that's why I did it. It's in the extra stuff. Extra stuff.
It's like a feisty cat.
Honestly, I don't know how you guys got stuck with Dom, but your pastime must have been so crap that you're like, we have to have him on.
Yeah, so it's actually a harpsichord. Sorry, not a piano.
I was about to say,
I was
that's
gonna
like
say-
modern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that type of piano is not. I'll
Um,
take an organ or a harpsichord.
and there's actually some sheet music on it, but you're way more preoccupied by the little mongrel pup, white and black, that's cowering under the harpsichord.
Oh.
Can I attempt to persuade it to come out? Whether it be an animal handling
So
or
animal handling, yeah.
it's the only thing I'm okay at, and it's still like +0, I think. I think it's +0. Then why don't you do
I'm gonna surreptitiously bring my sword close to the harpsichord.
Stab the thing!
It's +1. It's fine. That is an 18.
Ooh, that's 18.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well done.
And he jumps up to you and starts slapping
Oh,
your face.
Who's a good boy?
It's a Miles.
This is Fuzz.
Is the magic going on?
A little
Oh,
rumpled.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Magic.
She sells
Can we
detecting.
still?
Yeah, you have it on, but
Yeah,
you detect
nothing,
nothing.
okay.
Oh wow.
It's the puppy.
Wow.
Oh, cute. We found a puppy. This is great.
It's great.
And
Free
the-
dog.
That's a dog.
End campaign.
It's like a mongrel, again, looking like a little bit rough, black and white, kind of patchy.
Okay. Well.
Strahd.
I don't know.
I'm just wondering because I know the name of the dog, and I'm wondering how you guys might know the name of the dog.
I know the name of the dog. His name's Patch.
Patch.
I could talk to him if we really want to know, but
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. I was just checking out. I was more thinking out loud.
Oh. Was the dog in the picture?
No.
Okay. The picture that I'm carrying.
Doesn't look like any of them, lads.
ID the dog.
No.
You're okay. All right.
Got two furry companions. Well, 3 if you count the dwarf.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah. So there's a harpsichord with some sheet music. There's some seats at the side. But this looks like a.
Come in, crack your fingers.
Clopping.
can I talk to the dog to ask its name?
Oh, you definitely can. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to know.
Is that
its name.
you casting that as a
mind
ritual?
link. No, it's just a Kalashtar thing. I can speak telepathy to any creature you can see, provided the creature is within a number of feet of you equal to 10 times your level. Don't need to share a language with the creature, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language.
Yeah.
Where's that from?
It's the Kalashtar
It's one of their class features.
Wayfinder's Guide to Everyone. And it lasts an hour.
Yeah. Cool.
What's the name?
Cool. Speak to the puppy.
Oh, hello. What's your name?
Oh, hi. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Oh, hi. Oh, I'm Lancelot. Oh, that's so cute.
What are you doing here?
I ran away. I ran away from home. Oh, things were crazy there.
You don't live here then? This is not your home.
No, I was just trying to look for some food.
Is anyone else freaking out about her talking about Patch?
Oh, actually, his name is Lancelot.
No, it's Patch, I'm pretty sure.
But I haven't been able to find anything. Oh, I'm so hungry.
We don't have any food left.
Not for a fucking dog. I mean, we don't have it.
No, we
In
don't.
general,
You
we
don't
don't.
even have pants, man.
I do have now.
Was there nothing? There was
Yeah,
nothing in
yeah,
the kitchen,
but-
right?
have
The only
some,
thing
yeah.
we had was an illusion. So
Oh,
You're naked, exactly.
No, but we're
Oh,
not
sure,
cheap,
sorry,
yeah.
very
Well,
good.
there's plenty of food downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real food, but yes.
It's not. I forgot.
Does anybody have anything to ask?
like has he seen anybody here? Like
Yeah,
has
okay,
he seen any
ask
people?
that.
Or?
Oh, I've heard noises, and I came up here and I hid.
Ask him if he likes the name Patch. But no, it's not. It's Patch. Oh, good Patch.
So what kind of noises maybe has he heard?
Yeah, okay. What kind of noises have you heard?
Oh no, I don't like thinking about it. Oh no, grumbles, no, not good.
Wait, it's the dog. He should probably know. Ask him if he has smelled anyone in this house.
Okay. I ask.
I don't know. Everything's not quite right in here. Oh
Yeah,
no.
you and me both, buddy.
Ask him how long he's been here.
How long you been?
Oh, days. I think. I'm so hungry.
Well, he's
Would it-
gonna.
I did not plan for this bit.
No, I didn't actually.
Oh my god.
Cass was about to literally break up.
It would be an incredible point of tension in the story, but
Alright, well, you can come with us.
We can look for food together.
If you want, of course. Of course, I mean, I think he
I
likes
love food. I love together.
No, I love him!
What type of food does he like?
I mean, I'm just asking.
Food delicious.
Food delicious.
Just any food, all the food. I love food.
probably real food.
Everything.
Would he eat me?
I'm not asking him that.
Why not?
Let's
Say
go.
no.
Ask him.
Okay, I pretend to ask him. He says no.
I would
If
make
this
a
thing
roll
fucking
deception,
eats
but
me-
it seems pointless.
Since things are looking a little bit calmer in the house and not as spooky as first,
Sorry, Jay, this is all happening. You were also at the
Oh.
hospital, but no, you.
oh yeah. Oh,
That.
That's
so
lost.
upset. It's got a personality.
Yes. My personality is cheeks. Entirely
Oh,
cheek.
just
That's all I
cheeks.
am.
Fluffy cheeks.
Yeah, you were.
I'm gonna head to this room here and open the door. Oh, but before that, you.
Are you performing? Are you playing the piano?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn an upskirt.
Oh, are you? Okay. Then I'm gonna stay for the
Are
show.
you going to try to play the melody, or are you just playing one of your own ditties?
No, I'll see what's there. Is it titled anything, or is it penned in the blood of orphans or anything?
The death song. I'm joking. Let me joke. You start playing. It doesn't have a title. Its hands are penned. And you start playing, and as soon as your keys, the hands hit the keyboard, whatever. Suddenly, the room is full of
What?
ghosts dancing to the tune that you're playing.
Dom freaks out and runs out the room. But like probably bangs his head of like the speed.
Falcon starts lashing at the ghosts.
Goes through 'em.
Spooky.
But you do notice.
Oh, I got chills.
Yeah.
They're silly ghosts.
Dom is also going to reference the picture once more. Look at the ghosts.
There you go.
Oh.
You see Gustav. No, you don't. From the picture.
Whose name is
don't
not
know.
Gustav. Yeah.
You see the man and women from the
Oh.
the picture.
Hold on a
As one
second.
of the.
Everyone.
Well, that's fucking bizarre.
But as soon as you make eye contact with them, all the ghosts stop dancing.
Oh shit.
And just stare at you.
Sorry, carry on.
They They stare at you for 5 seconds in dead silence.
I take Patch. That's a lot. And like,
And then disappear. The
Oh,
rest
good work, Patch.
Oh. Even though you
hear
kept playing.
a grinding noise.
Oh god.
those damn skaters again.
Like a mechanism whirring
Ugh,
somewhere upstairs.
Aha.
kind of upset.
Oh god, that feels like a trap that's just been set and we're gonna
I
go
know,
off.
right?
What's
Yeah.
this?
Triggered by the harpsichord.
Damn you.
The traps don't go off and
Well,
we
you-
don't get to play them, do we?
Bloody artists.
Did you play it well?
I assume so. Everyone seemed to love it. All the ghosts were.
Performance.
Yeah.
Performance check.
If it was rubbish, the ghosts eat you.
Okay, yeah, fair
I think
enough.
it's pretty good.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Performance 20.
Yeah. Whoa, damn,
you know,
man.
Yeah.
Brought to tears.
You guys are all actually like, oh, I was spooked, but that song, that was damn
That's
good.
emotional,
It's a
man.
good
Yeah.
tune. Lancelot was like,
All right. Well, I don't think we should check the third floor yet. Probably the other rooms.
sure thing.
Right, taking the picture with us though.
Yes, for safety.
Plug name. I've just been reading about these guys for so long.
It's right. To me, it helps. I've already forgotten it. Which is very in character.
Right, so
All right, we can head to this room here. Anyone wants to go first?
right, I
After
guess
that, no.
I guess I'll go first again. And
Open the door a lot less frantically as I opened this door. And just instinctively put Patch in there and go,
sniff boy.
or Lancelot.
Patch.
Doggy shield.
Lancelot sort of hops on the floor and starts. You see a library.
A library.
Oh, I
Okay.
don't like this room.
It's beautiful. Really, it's. I'll draw it in a sec, but I'll just describe it.
I want every single
There's
book.
red velvet drapes in the windows in this room. A beautiful mahogany desk and a high back chair. A fireplace with a framed picture of a windmill on top of a rocky crag. In the corners of the room, there's on one side. Either side of the fireplace are two sort of armchairs, stuffed chairs, and the wall on the south side, which I will show you now, is just lined with books, shelves and shelves and shelves up to the ceiling, with books. There's a rolling wooden ladder, in fact, to
Oh, I love
enable
those.
everyone to go to every.
I'll take it for a spin.
Can we see like a little? Can we have a look at the titles? Like I don't know, is it just like a
Yes.
general library or is there a theme?
So glad you asked. Did prepare this. Quite a lot of books, yes. Some notable titles. We've got The Land Before the Lord, A Brief History of Barovia. You can I'll read you the titles and then you can leaf through it. That's for sure. But if you want to read the entire book,
Yeah.
it takes a bit more time.
Sure.
So it's about well, you don't know the land, yeah. You've not read it, have you?
Have any of us heard of Barovia?
It says The Land Before the Lord.
Oh.
A History of Barovia. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
have any of you heard of Barovia?
Mm-hmm.
How do I determine that?
No, we haven't.
No, you haven't.
We haven't.
We
Yeah.
know
Thank you.
it was before it was poured into the Dreadplay. It was part of the favourite.
No, but do the characters know?
With history, with very very good history.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well,
I'll say.
Guess.
I would think no.
no. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're like Barovia. That's funny.
I mean,
Funny.
I might get a nat 20.
There's several tomes. There's Saint Markovia's Rebellion of Life and Death. Some other kind of religious tomes. You see some books about biology, some more history books. There's a book called Secret Passages and How to Open Them. Interesting. And there's a book that says this is the story of Oriana.
Whoa.
Oriana.
Well,
What? Fucking grab
well,
it!
yeah. Well, if it catches my eye, I'm gonna like go
Yeah,
straight
it's
for it.
one of the
And
toilets
then,
you see.
Yeah. Can I leaf through it then?
Yeah. You leaf through it. It's pretty odd. It describes your life
Whoa.
exactly. Every
Whoa,
part
whoa.
of your life as you lived it, like as a biography would. Narrated.
Where does it end?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Let me
Read
have
the
a look
last
at the end.
page.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, I've not even
I didn't know you wrote a book.
Yeah.
I'll read
yeah,
you
I will have a look at that.
the end of the you
Sure.
would
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah?
They pulled the book down off the shelf and started reading it, unaware of the creature that had watched them from the shadows. Unaware that the
Oh,
creature
no.
was coming straight toward them.
I'll read that bit.
You
Yeah.
turn the page and it's just some bloodstains.
Oh fuck.
I give myself shivers.
Yeah, be careful. Like, I think something's here.
You
And
definitely got a bad feeling
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
pit of your stomach.
yeah, I think I would
What is
probably read it out loud, those last lines, so you guys would be aware.
Well,
And-
Pat said there was nothing here, so.
I don't know, like,
I
yeah,
grab
I
my
was,
spear and turn around.
I started looking
Patch
around
is-
at any
Patch is
shadows.
sniffing and he's like something's behind. He's sniffing at the edges of the bottom edges of the.
Okay,
Of the
can I
bookshelf.
please grab the book about the secret passageways?
Ah.
Interesting.
Falcon steps away from Oriana.
Cheers.
Dom also steps away from Oriana.
So lonely.
It's not because you're stinky, it's because
Appreciate it.
A door springs open behind the bookshelf. Probably.
Whoa. Oh right.
Very funny.
I think I'd like to take this book with me.
Yeah, sure.
See what happens next with it.
Oh my god, imagine it keeps.
Yeah.
Does anyone else do anything else in the
Can I see if there's a book about me?
No, that's the.
Okay, terrifying. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Let's do running order, James.
Given what we just heard about the shadow, wait in the shadows, are there any shadows in the room?
No,
The dark
the
areas
room
of
is
the room?
just lit with sort of oil lamps.
It's a passage dog,
Besides.
like the one that's open.
Well, maybe let's just say that I haven't pulled the book yet, and maybe let's see what everybody
let's
Yeah,
finish the
Okay,
library. So there's a desk. There's some things on it. There's an oil lamp, jar of ink, a quill pen, there's a tinderbox there, a letter kit with a red wax candle, some pieces of parchment, a seal that has the wood mill insignia again. And there's it's like a sort of desk. It's got some like drawers and it's and then there's the.
Can I take the tinderbox?
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna take the seal.
I'm not gonna touch him.
Anything else in this?
I'll split the letters for hidden messages. So there only be or where then
It's just actually like a blank letter kit. There's no actual letters written.
So I'll hold it up to the candlelight so there's any.
Yeah, can Dom also look in the corners of the room? Like the top corners?
Yeah. I'll just draw the room because I feel like this is quite confusing. Let's see the room. Possible. Spooky dooky.
Spoopy.
I'm sorry, that's spooky, guys. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh.
Where's the white button on there? No, just like it does go away like.
Oh okay.
Well, now it's like covered in ink. can go. Sorry, it's scary. This is where the bookshelf was, and this is where the door opened.
Okay. Yep.
This is where the desk is, with the chair. This is the fireplace and 2 big chairs. That's it, really. Good.
Which one are you drawing this badge thing?
That's the library that you're in right now. Secret doesn't have any.
Right.
Okay. Dom would like to check this corner, this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner.
Dom checks them. I see nothing in the corners yet.
So this opened, right?
Mm-hmm.
On what can we see here?
It looks like almost like an extension to the library.
Oh, weird.
The
Is it
walls
also
are
lit?
filled with books. There's a heavy wooden chest
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the room with clawed iron feet, and the lid's half shut on it. And sticking out of it is a skeleton in leather armor.
Out of the chest.
Yeah.
A skeleton leather armor? What?
A skeleton with a leather arm.
Oh, right.
Is
oh,
it?
that's.
Can we tell by the anatomy of the skeleton if it's a human, elf, dwarf?
Yeah, you can, on closer inspection, you can tell it belongs to a human, and they actually triggered a trap on opening the
Oh, right.
chest, and they have some darts in their armor and the rib cage,
I see.
and clutch in their left hand.
Oh, I pry it open.
Oh.
Oh,
Are we in the room yet?
Hold on.
Yeah, you just.
Oh,
It's like a tiny room.
Actually, yeah, we haven't stepped
But
There's
in.
a fame.
Wait.
Huh.
Oh my god. I've just want to check that it's the right letter. I'm so confused. Sorry, just give me a second, guys.
That's right, Dom can't read anymore. I don't know.
Some kind of fun to
I don't know whether or not you can make a character that can't read. Like,
can.
do you? Can you?
Yeah, if
Because
your
I know.
intelligence is low enough.
Because
I
I
can't
think
remember what number it managed to be, but
because like all characters can speak common.
yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you can read it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unless-
Then I definitely can't read it.
Yeah, this is the letter, sorry. It's just the one in the book is different to the one that I wrote because
Oh.
of extra flavor stuff.
Okay.
So can you draw the room?
And there's nothing in the room, just oh sorry, yeah, there's
There's a chest.
it's overflowing with books in this shelf, and then there's a chest here that has the guy
skeleton.
sticking out. Beautiful.
So it's 10 feet deep by that.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I approach the guy and pry him open. Logic being, if he triggered the trap already, I'm probably safe.
Yeah.
That's the trap.
It is the letter, guys. It
What does it
says,
say?
fucking human characters are terrible. My most pathetic servants. Well, that guy was an arse. I allow you and your pathetic band of miscreants to exist in my land only for my own amusement. Wow. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. I am not your messiah. Continue your farcical rituals and have your meals of flesh. Carve my... Is that an... Oh. My visage?
Oh yeah, visage. Probably.
Oh, it is it? That's a weird eye. Visage on every stone you see. See... Sire as many bastards as you wish, I care not. You are all worms writhen in my earth, and I shall not save you from your wretchedness. I much prefer you as you are, little worms. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von... Yep.
Did you write that? It's very nice.
I just found it under the dead man's hand.
Oh, right. Well, that's not very nice. Why'd you kill the man?
How's the dead man in the chest? Is he face out or face in?
Face in.
Like
He fell
slumped
into
in.
the
Yeah.
chest.
Um,
Well,
But
some
like,
darts
he was,
and
like he went to
like-
open it and he was struck.
oh, so there were like
Are the chest
darts.
shut over him? Or is it
No,
just-
it's half open.
Weird.
Can I investigate the handwriting to see if it's similar to the letter that I received as my backstory?
What? Did you?
I don't know. You know what? I didn't get a letter.
Okay.
I would doubt it.
Can I see if I recognize the name? Did I
Yeah.
see anything in any of the books in the library?
Okay, yeah, you can leaf through the books in the library to try and see if you can.
Cross-reference?
Absolutely, but you need to spend a bit of time doing that.
Okay.
Can I grab the corpse?
Is that what you go?
Yeah.
Cool.
That the Barovia book.
I'm going to
Yeah.
grab the corpse by its leg and just kind of like fling it out of the room.
Oh.
That might close the chest.
Okay.
Is he holding? Is he the only one that's holding the chest open? Like, is his
With
body?
his body.
Yeah, well, it's like propped up.
I mean, he might be untrapped by now, but
Yeah. Can we see what's inside the chest?
Yeah,
along
I
with
would
him?
probably open the chest.
Okay, yeah, there are things in the chest.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think I would fit in that room. I mean, I probably would.
Crouching.
A bit like.
Yeah.
Jay,
Yeah.
so are you okay? Yeah, we're about to read what's in the chest. I found that big sign. You might want to be here. You okay? How's it going with that?
It's Strahd. He's in there.
This is my Strahd voice, by the way.
Like it.
The chest, aside from a dead adventurer, contains 3 blank books with black leather covers, just nothing in them. 3 spell scrolls, the deed of the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will. Yeah, do you look at any of these?
I'd quite like to have a look at the scrolls, to be honest.
How do people figure out spell scrolls? You can
You have to make an investigation.
identify
I think.
or something.
Yeah. I think it takes a while. I think you have to have proficient.
Yeah, I think
I think you have to be a mage or a sorcerer or something to actually have knowledge of the spells, like category. Not anyone can do it.
Right.
And I think it's an investigation or something. I would say it was investigation or an arcana check as well.
It might actually be a wizard thing, or without an identify spell.
I think it's
Yeah,
also
an
an
identify spell is you might do it. But I'm sure there's got to be other ways.
Yeah.
If you
I think you can do-
long and hard enough.
I think you can do an arcana check to see if it's magical, and then
To take magic, to tell you the school of magicals on it at least.
Right.
It says here, a scroll is a continual. Unless a scroll description says otherwise, any creature that can understand a written language can read the script on a scroll and attempt to activate it.
Oh.
Oh, but that's to activate it,
Yeah,
right? But you
yeah.
don't know what it
The
does.
spell
Okay.
is on
right.
your class spell list, but of a higher level than you normally can cast. You must make an ability check to determine whether you can cast it successfully.
I'm more trying to figure out if you guys know what the spells are. Sorry, this is total admin.
I would say either arcana or I don't know. I feel realistically, Dom definitely can't.
If it's on your class's spell list, then it basically you can
Yeah.
use it and see what's on it. So
Okay.
it's
Let me.
either of R3s, then
Do you
Oh,
guys
okay.
have like? Is it just the spells that are?
Bard, Soak, Druid, yeah.
Yeah, but like, is that yeah? That's good.
We fighters don't have spells.
It'll only use once
At
in place.
any level or what the?
Oh, if it's higher, we can all do first. So if it's higher,
You
or
can't-
if it's higher, we can.
You
still
can tell
read
what it is, but you can't do
We,
it.
we need we need to make an ability
Okay,
check to use
so
it.
crisis level. Who's the one likely to have the most spells? Just so you know.
I'll have the broadest list, followed by cast, followed by.
Oh yeah, Druids have loads. Loads.
10 favourite spells on my list, but not until high levels.
All three of you take a look at the first scroll, and you don't. You can't figure out what it
Can
is.
Dom work it out?
Oh.
Dom can read it. Yeah. Go for it, Dom. Have a
I know
look.
what it is, just don't want to tell you.
I think it wouldn't be much of a use for me. As far as I can tell, I can't really.
Cass, you looking at the second scroll can tell it's a protection from poison scroll.
Too late for this guy.
Which one? This one?
More like lead paint as a child, yes.
I'm thinking more about all the probably rotten food that I've been eating. That's been disguised as real nice food.
Oh, imagine if the illusion was about that.
I reckon it was an illusion as like corpses or something.
I thought it was just like nothing, like food out of
No,
plain
it's
air.
Poop with illusions.
Oh
based on it.
no!
And it was probably blood I
It
drank
was
with wine.
Ugh.
But they're all worshipping some Strahd guy who have no idea what he is, right? They're like a cult to him, so
Yeah.
it's probably poop.
Seems like a nice guy. No, I heard once that he was a Goliath.
It's really true.
Strahd the Goliath.
In a tiny house.
Yeah, I don't know why the
Makes
dog
you like a
is
big
so
man.
small.
Right, yeah. Knocking stuff out of her.
That's why he's so
And,
pissed off. They're like,
You look at the
told you
third
guys to
spell
make
and
bigger
you can't
doors.
tell what it is. None of you can tell what it is.
Oh.
Okay.
But you do know you have a
Two
protection from
unknown ones
poison
then.
and 2 question marks. So you got the deed of the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Can they not use detect magic?
Only for the school. It would emit an aura of the school.
Okay.
Right.
I'll say the 10 minutes have passed though, so it's not still on.
Yeah. Okay. So you say there's a will.
Yep.
And then the deeds. Who is it signed by? Can we see whose will it is?
The will is signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst.
I know that name.
And
This
they
guy.
bequeath the house,
Yeah.
the windmill, and all other family property to Rosavalda and Thornbull Durst in the event of their parents' deaths.
Aha.
So,
Oh,
together,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Was there anything else in the chest?
That's what you got.
Yeah.
So, you've got one door on this floor left, I believe.
We're taking the contents of the chest.
We are definitely taking the deed and the will, yes.
Did I find anything about Strahd in the books?
You did indeed.
Ah, there you go.
In fact, in the book
Yeah.
that
Yes, the history.
yes, from what you can gather from looking through it, you picked this one because Strahd appeared in the friggin' prologue, so you're like, okay, well let's go with this one. And it talks about the history of the land before Strahd's reign. So it talks about it's sort of written within Strahd's reign, talking about how it was
I relate this information.
beforehand. So you know that the land used to be a collection of nomadic druidic tribes. It was there's a a valley, and you know that the people here lived off the land, unsettled. You know, sort of all nomadic, and you find out that in this culture they worshipped a trio of powerful archfey. That's now been lost to time, it says. So I'm very troubled.
Thank you, Star Lady, for reading that for us.
But it certainly you gather from this that this kingdom's now been burned by Strahd. Unfortunately, this is not allowed.
Yeah, I like the part, you know.
That.
While that's being read, could I search the chest for secret bottoms and tops and whatnot?
Absolutely, mate.
I also want to take the corpse out and investigate the
And
corpse.
ravage it.
I'm taking the corpse.
I mean, anybody wants that leather?
I put the corpse
armor?
in my sack. I'm taking it with me. I'm making a collection of things. Souvenirs. Painting, dog, dead body.
Normal.
Yeah, you can. Perception to see if you see any traps.
10,
Ooh.
11.
You don't see any traps. It does look like a solid.
No, I mean hidden compartments, not traps.
Yeah. Sorry,
I'm
that's
assuming
what I
like
mean.
a
Like
trap.
trapdoory type stuff. Yeah.
Did we see where the trap came from?
What trap?
As in, because the
The-
dead guy was in the.
Oh yeah, pardon me. Sorry. Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's a mechanism inside the chest where you can see that the darts must have fired from.
Okay.
Right.
But it does look put.
That's what they want you to believe.
Well.
But technically, somebody could probably take that leather armor if they want to take it off the
I don't think it's
skeleton,
gonna
but I
fit
don't.
me.
Yeah.
How-
But yeah.
how dead
Well, we
is
said
it?
it was supposed to be.
Yeah, dead. It's a skeleton.
Skeleton, yes.
Right, sometime.
Real dead.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to take the letter and the deed on the will.
Excellent. Someone get put that in there.
I'm gonna cram the skeleton into the sack.
I think the least naked members of the group should probably.
I mean, you've got a sack, don't you?
I've got a
Chuck
sack.
it in the sack.
Yeah.
Chuck in the sack.
Oh, well,
Do we trust him though? With
With the corpse.
no, with corpse, yeah, with paper.
I've crammed the corpse in the sack, so I don't know how big this sack is.
I don't think the corpse fits in the sack.
Well, it's a skeleton. So
Oh
you
yeah, I
can-
suppose.
you can break
What
it apart.
did you do?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's not a puzzle.
All right, and now we only have one room left on this floor. Let's investigate.
Go into it.
Yeah, let's go. Are we up a level or this is the same?
Same.
This is the same level.
Same
as the
second
last-
level, yeah.
So in second level is the last room in the second level. On the opposite side was the conservatory, then the library, and now you're.
Well, I guess I'll open it.
Dom opens the door, or attempts to open the door.
You see a plain looking bedroom.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple of beds with straw stuffed mattresses, and a footlocker at the end of each bed. And there's some hooks on the wall out of which hang what seem to you servants' uniforms.
Is this room?
This room also connects to the dumbwaiter. So you see
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yes.
Can we check the chests at the foot of the beds?
Yes, you open them, but they're empty.
Are the beds made?
Yes.
I'm going to
So
take.
everything is looking clean, like the whole house.
Yeah, very clean and tidy.
Dom takes the corpse and puts it in the bed.
Beautiful.
Dom, what the
Oh
hell?
yeah, you pretty little.
Now, if someone comes in, they'll think we're sleeping.
So there's just cots and chests and some cloaks.
Yeah, it's like servants' uniforms. So there's trousers and shirts that you can make fit if you want.
A little bit big, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd have to roll up the sleeves quite a bit, but I mean, not ridiculous. 4'8", like you could fit. You could
No, I'll
fit 5'2"
yeah.
people.
I'll grab the clothes then. Yeah, it helps.
She's now dressed as a little servant wearing a cloak.
Aw.
Beautiful.
Bit more dignified though.
Yeah, better than naked.
Are all the chests unlocked?
Yeah, unlocked and opened. Yeah. This looks like just plain servants' quarters.
Can I check underneath the pillows or just investigate the beds?
Looking for drugs.
Yeah, of course.
Drugs. For coins.
You can roll perception if you're like looking a bit more.
That
12.
is a 11, I think, because I think my perception is a -1.
No, you have a -2 for intelligence, don't you?
I've got -1 for perception though.
Perception is not intelligence, it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom,
Investigation,
right.
it's wisdom too.
Yeah.
So like,
Ah, okay, yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So an 11.
Yeah, no, it just all looks like a plain normal bedroom that could.
Are there any shadows around? I don't know. I'm kind of spooked by the books.
There are
premonition.
shadows, yes, in the sense that every object casts a shadow. Nothing.
Yeah.
You have an uneasy feeling, but
where's our light source coming from?
in this room, let's say there's an oil lamp on the small
Can I-
table between the beds.
Can I double check my book?
With the
Like,
oil lamp.
Sure.
You collecting light sources?
Yeah.
You and I did was that dark vision in this team, so yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do I have dark vision?
No, I think Goliaths and Satyrs, like the few racers that don't.
Oh no, probably not.
It would, to me, no race would get dark vision for something like that. It's silly.
Well, you can just say dark vision is like, seeing in a dark room without, you know what I mean? After you've acclimatized, it's very, very light.
I mean, dark vision is just that when in a dark room you just wouldn't roll with disadvantage, right? So it's just a normal.
you
No,
can see.
it's in a dark room. You only have disadvantage on perception rather than blindness, but it means you don't get passive perception. So if you walk around in a
Yeah.
dungeon with dark vision, you basically don't spot anything passively.
Right.
But it's still pretty.
That's pretty
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, I don't think I do. Makes sense, because my guy is dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you live in mountains, right? So it's all like
Yeah.
there's no reason to have better than human vision.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the room other than like anything on the walls? Are there more paintings?
Does anyone else want to look around? Sorry, buddy, you're kind of dumb.
Can I
Well-
just double check my book and is the ending still the same? Like,
Yeah.
nothing's changed.
Mm.
Nothing's being written as you do it. That will be cool, but requires
Just
too
a
much.
description of the room again, please. Sorry. Are we in a loft space here, or?
No, just like a normal room, but it is small.
Yeah.
Undecorated bedroom, pair of beds with straw stuffed mattresses, empty footlocker at the foot of each bed, nightstand with the oil lamp, some hooks on the wall with uniforms hanging.
Yo.
One less uniform.
And
Yes.
if you're looking a bit more thoroughly, just a little button next to the dumbwaiter.
Which was empty, wasn't it?
Or the dumbwaiter's not at our
It's
level, right?
it's not at your level now, yeah.
No, it was downstairs.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was empty, yeah.
And was empty. I'll put my spear into the shaft and be like, see that I can see anything.
Oh.
Like a giant.
Strahd inside the shaft.
It's empty. It looks like like you see the waiter stupidly at the
Step
bottom.
away. Grab the button with the 6-foot spear.
In the distance.
Does it sound like the gears?
No, just a bell downstairs where in the kitchen.
Oh, because you've got like a pulley or something probably to do it manually.
You press the button, right? Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Do we still hear the gears?
the gears just sounded once like
Okay.
something
By the piano.
Activating.
It's just
Yeah,
one
like-
click.
Mm.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Oh, it's something upstairs that
Yeah.
Yes,
made
it
the
was
sound.
upstairs.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Well.
I think this is a good spot to wrap it up.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
the surprise of the third floor. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
I've
dun.
also, this is exactly what I prepared, so you know.
Perfect.
Traditionally,
Calculated.
No, traditionally here, I think. No, never mind.
Hear people talking.
Yeah.
Dom throws the bar down the shaft.
Fuck you!
No, that was good.
That was very
very good.
That was really fun.
Yeah, intriguing so far. So much mystery.
It's just like a lot of tension. Just like something has to jump out at some point.
Yeah. Well, for you, definitely.
It definitely is so weird knowing that everything and seeing like you guys take a path. You know what I mean? Like I look at this, but I don't look at this. So you know, like, like just decide like because I have wealths of information and like no one would ever look at it all, and it's just interesting to see what you do and don't
For sure.
spend time on.
One
really
thing
cool.
that I find useful to do is if you treat, I guess it's kind of like a dungeon. If you do sort of exploration phases, which in a normal dungeon is 10 minutes long, and you ask each player what they're doing in 10 minutes. Because if we're all just going, I do this, I do this, I do
that's a
this,
really good point.
everyone's going to say enumerate every action that they can possibly do, and they're basically going to you'll grind the information out of the dungeon rather than be everyone kind of being on a clock and saying you get this long in the room.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have like random encounters, torches run out, and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So
Okay.
resource management's a pain in the butt, but it stops the players, and we're deliberately not grinding information out of the room because it makes a very tedious kind of crawl.
Sure.
Right.
So, yeah, doing it that I find really
That's a
helps.
good idea.
Yeah, that's really good for like a DM thing, just like so that people don't overkill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Good, but it was still good.
Yeah, that was really good, Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excited to see what comes next.
I like
Hopefully no one
Lancelot's
dies.
voice.
Dice
MVP.
pouch right here.
Oh.
So,
I had a dice pouch right here.
I had one here, and that's what I used there. It's there on the floor. I will put
Thank
it
you.
back. Oh, Max will put it back.
Just
Worry even less.
Mm-hmm.
It's warm, eh?
Yeah,
It
that's
is,
I
yeah.
think it's just supposed to be like it's when there's lots of people and they're all around the table. I think we should leave the
Yeah,
window
and I
cracked.
think it's just that the
People
weather
have
is also. Yeah.
Oh, we should end the stream. Thank you for watching.
thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. use your Prime.
You should what?
Prime. Twitch Prime.
Oh, I don't know about it.
It means that you get a lot of money.
Give us money.
All in the money.
Don't worry about it.